Hi, hello everybody, and welcome back to Dinner with Friends tournament. It's the semi-finals match between Stratosfire and commentating from you, Little King.
Yep, that's me. And this is crossover.
Yep. So we will be beginning shortly for the all recipes run, which is around 2.5 to 3 hours, give or take.
And since it's these two in particular, it might be on the lower end of the 2:30. So it seems like they're just clearing their data right this second so we can get started. Anyone have any questions before we start in the chat? Oh, and they're off. I do believe Stratos started a little bit late. Can you eat the food? Try watching it for a little while and see what you think. Yes, hello, that one gamer. Who is Mama and why are we cooking her? Well, that's the lore. You have to stick around for that. Yes, Alexis, please don't be about the safe state.
And the reason why Stratos used the whisk there because the long chopsticks are not very good to use in any of the things where they have to like decision to like choose like which one to mix it or anything.
The whisk is the only one that will spill if you spin it fast enough, and the whole point of what they're doing here is to spin it so fast that it loses the round, and you basically just lose a bonus immediately, and it gets done just way faster. And also, Alexis, it was 30 minutes and it hurt. A strat that Plank is using right now, you may notice that some of the runners will pause during their run to get a start on something. That will be so that they can avoid the bonus by taking slightly longer. Two runners at the same pace, if one of them doesn't pause for the bonuses, can easily lose a minute and a half on each and every recipe if they don't stop for the bonuses. They're an immediate time loss if you take them.
Plank is moving on to peanut butter.
Always tap the peanuts and then peel them in a way that's not the most responsive. See, Stratos took a bonus
especially doing it on emulator.
Yeah, doing it on emulators. Well, not the best on mouse. You see that Stratos did take a bonus where Plank didn't on sauce the pizza. Oops, stream sync. Yeah.
They're like trying to equal out the time.
Yeah, Plank will be, in line with each other.
So, Stratos is now moving on to peanut butter.
Alright. So once they're around the same time, we'll be able to just unpause Plank and we'll see where he's managed to get in this time. Alright, and there we go. So just because of that one bonus alone, Plank is on Blender and Stratos is on Peeling, so we can see the importance of it. Alright, so when they're hitting the blender, you'll notice that they keep tapping the button repeatedly until the lid falls off. That basically just ends it faster than holding down the lid, which will do pretty much the same thing. Straining, I've heard, can be kind of a problem for some people.
And for what Plank did on the right, it said like he poured the peanut raisin in, he just mixed it as hard as he could to have it spill out and end it immediately.
Yes.
I was just going to try to do that same thing here, and because Now for the cutting, you want to do big pieces of just chopping it down, and then you want to shorten it out, and it'll just get a silver medal instead of getting the bonus where you get for like a gold medal.
Which, if I remember correctly, Stratos actually discovered that. Gary Fox in chat says, "Peanut butter? I hardly know her." Yep, there's Stratos using the silver medal chopping.
Both are currently on the sea bream.
Yep, sea bream.
And for some of them, it would just be like just either don't add or finished. It's just saying like if you add like toppings or such, you don't want to add any at all and just completely just ignore the thing entirely.
Yes, if you add only one and hit finished, that will actually get you an immediate gold medal and a bonus, and you really, really don't want to do that even by accident.
Yeah.
Is there a medal lower than bronze? Kind of. There is the busted medal. Basically just ruined every single step and is inedible.
Yeah, it's lower than 50 out of like 100 points.
Yeah. And when you get to the end of the recipe, you'll see it a few times during this run where it'll have the most dooming message. It will just have the worst music. It will just be Mom is upset.
Very, very upset indeed.
That one gamer says, "Okay, but Stratosfire is such a cool name." That is true. So it's Plank. Gotta love the Ed, Edd and Eddy cosplay going on.
Looks like Stratos did the
small knife. Yeah, kind of cringed when I saw that. When it comes to trying to get through cutting steps, you want to do it even faster than what the small knife will allow. The bigger knives that will, if you cut too fast, throw the meat off the screen, which will avoid bonuses.
Stratos didn't get the bonus there on that one, but it's not going to be much of an issue because, I only got 2 stars.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just faster to take the bonus instead of just waiting it out.
Yeah, there's one step in particular way later in the game where it's multiple dicing and chopping steps, and you just want to take the bonus if you can on that because it's just so much faster than waiting. So it seems like Plank is already on, Did he just... Yeah, he's on corn soup. And Stratos...
He's on like further steps to corn soup, yeah.
Yeah.
And for the boiling one, you just want to completely just ignore...
Ignore it, burn it. Fast as you can, just get it without adding a single thing and you will immediately get through the step. This part with peeling the corn is pretty difficult on emulator. With the mouse, it might hurt your hand if you're not being careful about it. What Plank is doing right now is spilling as much as humanly possible on the water. Better than
The Plank finishing up corn soup. He's currently 4 out of the 8 recipes done, so still a long way to go. That would be the
busted medal right there. His mama crying and the busted, broken ribbons everywhere. So he's now starting T-bone steak while Stratos is messing with the temperature gauge.
Which is going to throw the lid off the blender.
Yep. We didn't need that lid anyway. Worst blender I've ever seen. Don't know why we can't use 2 hands. Canonical that you have 2 hands when it comes to, rolling out mince, so...
Now, Plank is doing the thing where you can possibly burn your hand if you're not fast enough to peel them.
Yep, baked potato peeling.
But that last one is definitely a good move. Avoid the bonus.
Yes, since if you do it any slower than that, you can't really avoid the bonus if you peel all of them, so it's better to just leave the last one.
Now there's a strategy for the steak, and you just throw it in the middle of the air and it just ends immediately.
Yep, this was actually discovered during a previous race, where if you just hold down the bottom of the pan, and you just swipe up really fast, it will flip the steak off the screen and immediately end the round, which can save several minutes over the entire run. Mom is just in shambles looking at all the ruined food in her kitchen. We love cross-contamination. We love it. Burn my hand in the kitchen all the time. Good move, eh? Excellent. That's true. It's a sad-looking steak. Well, you know, sometimes it's just like that.
And what Stratos did earlier was he did like for like mixing like is in the pot where she can just move the heat of it back and forth, and that just it has like a big mistake, and then it just avoids the bonus and completes it immediately.
Which is amazing. I just do it for fun. Who's winning? Currently, Plank is in the head of it. He's already on apple pie, while Stratos is on T-bone steak. So they're about half a recipe apart. If Mama's gonna get cooked, she wants to be cooked well. I think everyone wants to be cooked extremely rare.
You don't want to be a good cook in this one. You just want to be a fast one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how fast it gets. It doesn't matter how good it gets when it's out there. It's got to be fast. Stratos accidentally hit the picture diary button, but that's all right. Yep. Burn a pie %. All recipes. What was that, Crossfire?
Saying like for the apple pie recipe, it's known as for being like the most competitive category in for any Cookie Mama game. Known as Burn a Pie, where you complete the pie recipe and you just the very end you just go all the way to high setting and you burn the pie.
Yep, you set the oven to high, you burn it, it's done. Love the intense tritone on the broken metal. Yeah, the broken metal. Redo the whole thing.
Yeah, for burn a pie runs, you can just get through every bonus. It doesn't really matter.
You love that the steak plate is just straight empty. You'll find that a lot of times. A lot of recipes, the very minimum you can get for a gold on, you know, adding things to a plate is just adding one single thing. And if one of that things is the main dish, then all you gotta do is add like the steak or the lobster and nothing else. It's just very funny how in this, you don't do that. It's empty plate. You just hand over an empty plate.
And with the fork, you just keep stabbing at the thing.
Yep, you stab the crust. My mic went separate dimension for a second. Oh, I'm sorry. That might happen sometimes. My internet's not the best.
Yeah, just for like for this like all recipes run, you just want to hit the setting like a little bit, not like high setting. You
just want to touch the button and go. So in fact, we've done raw apple pie. That is not cooked even a little bit.
And for the eggs, you just try to hit the egg and just go.
Yep.
Once again, like for the list, saying like you just completely just mix it until it spills out. So Stratos finishing up the apple pie. Then moving on to the 7th recipe, I believe. Oh, Stratos did get the bonus. So that's gonna lose about 5 to 10 seconds here.
Yes, but every time that Stratos has had to fill like a crust or sauce something, she has taken a bonus on bonuses. Those. Yeah, she's got a couple of presents at this point. I'm gonna actually pull up a list of the recipes in order so I can have like number order. You make them go explosion. Thank you, Epic. Very cool. Aw, you got a little compliment.
Ill Rice Bowl is currently what they're on.
Yes.
What you see Plank doing is probably a bit of a like a harsh thing to do, like just
it's very hard to balance grilling on that because you have to skewer them and then you have to put them on the grill, and you have to hit the fans to make the grill heat up so that you can cook them a lot faster. And it can be really hard to balance, 2 or 3 different eels. They have to flip.
So, Plank is now on the, I believe, squid rice, I think?
Yep, he's on recipe 8, squid fried rice. And Stratos is just about to finish up skewering the eels on eel rice bowl.
Yeah.
So they're about half a recipe apart at the moment. Bonuses can really hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, Plank did a squid right.
He is doing most of them with an X, so he will get will not get a bonus. And indeed, will not get one.
Yeah, I do believe that the only way to actually get a bonus on squid rice is if you get all of them right. If you get one of them wrong, you get a silver medal, which is automatically 0 bonus.
Yep.
But it's just faster to get them all wrong, and it's also kind of funny to look at. So Plank is going to immediately burn the squid. And Stratos is going to cook the eels very, very well and probably get a bonus for it because it's just easier to get a bonus on the eels.
Yeah, some of the recipes take around a lot of steps, more than 5, and then some of them are less than 5, and then they're very simple to just completely blow through.
If it's easier, it's easier, It's just, you gotta kind of balance the time by what you're losing by just pausing. Sometimes it's just not worth it, other times you have to or you're going to lose the most ridiculous amount of time. So it seems like Stratos is now finishing eel rice bowl, and Plank is... Oh, Mama rice, or the Mama cookie. So Stratos should be just now starting the squid fried rice. Yep, just gonna wash some rice. At this point, we're gonna... Normally you have to be very careful when you're trying to wash the rice because you don't want to spill the rice out of the bowl. So Stratos did. We're just not going to cut any cookies at all. Anyone have any questions in chat about what's going on currently?
For the Mama cookie, just brush it normally, just completely, and try to wait, not get the bonus is what Plank's doing here.
Yep. Is that Mom on the right? Are you finally cooking her? Yes. Great run, everybody. What do you think is the best recipe to make in the game? Well, it depends on a lot of factors, depending on what you have fun with. Personally, a lot of the recipes you might even realize you've made in real life, which you might have a bit of a preference to. Other ones you might prefer a really short recipe. Personally, ice cream is very funny because you are just scooping it out of a tub. Why is Plank's time in red? That's his splits. He hasn't actually hit the splits button, so it's gonna just register as it's not his best for the very first recipe.
Yeah.
Stratos looks like, I think she's using just a blank timer, so it'll just always be green for the whole thing.
And once again, if you understand why Plank is just waiting for that last cut, is because, of course, because of bonuses and how they lose time if you grab them.
Yeah.
Some of them they're saying a bonus is faster than just waiting for the timer, because the timer can be so long, or it could be
Yes. My personal favorite recipe in the game, might have me, is the Mama's Lunchbox. I realize that it's probably just in a different game mode, but I think it's kind of sweet that the game is called Dinner with Friends, and you're the only one there with Mama. And then at the very end of the game, you get to put all the things that she taught you how to make in one box to give to her as a lunch. And you realize, well, you're the friend. My mom is my best friend. That's sweet. What about you, Crossover? Do you have a favorite recipe?
Probably just say apple pie.
Yeah, apple pie is kind of iconic.
It's just so satisfying just to burn a pie at the end.
That's true, you're right. I think during one of my runs of this, I burned it just on principle because I didn't realize that I could just hit stop on the oven. So Stratos is now finishing the Mama cookie, and Plank is finishing the waffle. Which means... Yep. Plank is about to start chili dog, recipe 12. Yep, he's just sliced some bread. That's what all that step is.
And Stratos is going to get some bonuses here, but there's going to be some times where you have to get a bonus, like, just intentionally.
Yeah, you can't really avoid every single bonus. It's simply not practical. However, I think a low % run on this would be very interesting. So Stratos has burned some milk. Not milk, is it? Huh. Yes. Wait, that's panna cotta.
So now after the pouring of like saying like what Stratos is doing currently, the last one you just completely just overflow it.
Yeah, it's a little bit faster to get them right and then get the last one wrong than it is to get all of them wrong because it has to have the animation to spill over. It's burned, you know what I mean. So Stratos avoided a bonus by cutting the strawberries slightly slower. And what Plank is going to do here is, it's going to throw the hot dog and chili at him, but he's not going to catch them, because that will result in a bonus. So he's going to avoid that, but he is going to get the chili because it's funny, to just have it hanging over the side.
Yeah, that's a very messed up chili dog.
We like to think it's doing its best. So past that...
Hey, then there's the egg cracking.
Yes.
That was incredibly fast way of doing it.
So it looks like Stratos just got one panna cotta right, got two panna cotta right, and this one was too fast. What Plank had done was he had done all three of them very, very slowly so that it doesn't have to do the pan change animation. Stratos did it just simply exactly as fast as she needed to. Is it canon that when you mess up, Mom comes in and does it right while telling you you're a disappointment? Well, allegedly. She says that we did it when you do it right. And she says, don't worry, Mama will fix this if you get it so badly wrong she has to redo it. It's more of a, just, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Stratos doing the fridge, which is something that a lot of people that run this game have a lot of trouble with. RNG is very much at play when it comes to the fridge, because if things are just not in the right position, you have to shuffle the whole fridge around.
And what Plank did there was, with mixing, basically, it's like you have to pick like the correct one to the mix in with cooked meat. You just pick the wrong one 3 times in a row to just easily avoid that entire step entirely. Yeah.
Cosmic says that they're going to calculate how much Mama spends on food. Good luck, you have no idea how many cuts of meat that look very expensive are in this game. It's going to be
it's well over $1,000, I can say.
It's definitely gotta be. An IRL run of this game would just not be possible if you didn't have the most ridiculous amount of money to waste. So that was interesting. Stratos avoided the bonus on slicing the bread. Which is not
I say you can do like a 5 recipe of this. Like you can do the ice cream, the apple pie, and just 3 others.
And considering in canon the ice cream recipe, you just scoop it out of the tubs and then put sprinkles on it, that should be easy enough as is. That just makes it easy. So Plank is going to attempt to choose the wrong time there.
And also is going to choose the large knife so he can just slice pieces into
the stratosphere.
Yeah. Or as other people call it, just eating the meat.
Yep, just eat the meat. You didn't need it anyway.
Yep.
Just imagining Mama crying and scraping it off the wall to serve anyway, just so that you know how proud she is of you for trying. You know, sometimes it's just kind of like that. So Plank did actually take a bonus present there.
But he also didn't get the second page, so he saved like 2 seconds by not having any other bonuses.
Yes. Oh, that's interesting. I think Plank did one of these recipes the wrong way around because Sweet potato isn't until 23. Yeah, you might have unlocked them in a funny order. Unless, no, I think this list might actually be in the wrong order. Yeah, it is. It's in alphabetical. Whoops.
Alright, so what Stratus is going to do is trying to break the egg as fast as possible. And that was, once again, pretty quick.
Yep, you just slam them against the bowl. Whatever happens, happens.
And there's also just grind.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen the game do that, where it has the shadow of the full amount of meat in the bowl before you do it. Yo, good luck to Stratos and Plank. Thanks, Big Gear. All right.
It's gonna be like a big overabundance in like steps, just redoing like the same thing over and over.
Yeah, it does like to introduce you to your first few like available steps. So Plank just managed to get the entire bowl of sweet potato into one potato. Need hand cams? Well, I know that they will do this on their own runs. If you would like to see the runners' channels, that will be !R. So on their own channels, on their own runs, they will have their hand cams, or they'll have a click counter just to verify that it is a legitimate run. But we have them cropped out over here. In IRL, wouldn't it be easier to buy ground meat? It would, but then it wouldn't be authentic, and I think you would count that as cheating.
Yeah.
Unless you wanted to count it as a skip, that would be basically entirely up to the rules.
Yep.
Alright, so Plank is going to overboil the lobster. And it's boiled. Want to see them slaughter the cow first, please? It's Nintendo, you know how it is. So Stratos is going to pick the large knife this time for the meatloaf. And Plank is
say goodbye to the meat.
Yeah, you didn't need that anyway. It's fine, just take it off the wall. A nice solid serving platter. Large knife meatloaf, bold choice, yes.
Plank finishing up the lobster. Almost done with the second page. I think it's on the 16th one.
Yeah. So Plank is now on the burdock route, which I think is pretty neat. The only experience I have with burdock in real life is as a drink, so I wasn't aware that it was just like a food you could eat. Here is very funny because it looks like you're carving it into a steak. For that one, you want to fling as many of them off the screen as possible to get it done as fast as possible. And Stratos is going to hit OK on the oven and just not preheat it in the slightest. So we can see Plank is doing these big, chunky cuts on the carrots. Just like we had mentioned earlier, that gets you a silver medal to avoid the bonus.
And for the normal cut, it's just like doing it like a normal bonus and such.
Yeah, it's just normal bonus avoidance. So how is everyone in chat enjoying the game so far? Crossover, do you have any like favorite parts about this game that you want to talk about?
It's more of just like doing like the same steps. And, like doing a new step is kind of just like a bit of a nuisance to me.
Yeah, I always found it's fun though when you're actually like playing the game normally. It's always a good idea to just play the game normally before you start running it. Oh, the chat thinks this is fun to watch. That's nice. It's very fast, it is true. Doing other stuff while watching and all I hear is piano noise, don't worry. Yeah, that's just kind of what these runs are, a bit like auditory.
At least it's not all gold medals.
Yeah. I'm typically a gold medal runner, so a lot of the time, most of these strats wouldn't actually work for me. Learning a lot about cooking at home, yes, do it as fast as possible and try not to burn anything. Sonic speed, yes. When you're just playing the game normally and you're it's like doing a new strat there where you just, well, it's not a new strat, it's new in terms of where he's at in the game. Just dump everything directly onto the floor and don't fry any of it. But,
Nobody's got time for that.
yeah, nobody has time to fry things. We're in Mama's kitchen. We've got to throw it to the floor and nothing else. I love this step a lot because when you're stirring the when you're kneading the dough, it just goes so fast.
My favorite part of the all recipes run is yeeting the large rolling pin.
Oh yeah, the large rolling pin. When you're doing all gold, that thing is a nightmare to accidentally click because then it's just an automatic reset on the recipe. But here, you just love it. You love that rolling pin for how fast you can get it off screen. You don't even have to try, you don't have to lift it off anything. You just use it normally and it will fly off the screen as fast as possible. I haven't even figured out how to make it work normally. When realistically it would be helpful. So Plank is going to do bagels. A lot of people tend to have trouble with this one because it's not the most responsive. Trying to get it in that circular motion is not the easiest thing ever. Stratos is 1 star away from another present.
Once again, most people play on emulators, so...
Yeah. We did have a race recently where it was just 2 people who were both on original hardware, which was very interesting to watch. Like with the excellent oven strat. Did that very, very well, even if Mama hates it. Stratos is very, very good at the burdick slicing. Wow. So we're gonna measure out some rice on Plank's end. This one is kind of a random chance for how much rice you have to pour. Oh, he spilled some rice. Oh no, he got the gold. Oh no, silver. Huh? Oh, I get it, because he touched the line, but not quite. I get it. No, wait, he spilled it. It all just makes sense.
Now he's mixing the rice, and he needs to just pour the whole thing out.
Yep, he just needs to spill the entire bowl into the sink. Alright, time is 20 minutes to choose. That's not quite, but it's working out for the run. Avoiding the bonus by just hitting the wrong one. Oh, we got a bonus on the squid. Yeah, that one's kind of hard if you don't do it fast enough completely. Split rice? Someone just got married. In Cooking Mama, you're married to your cooking. So it looks like Stratos just took another bonus present. Ah, the scallop. A lot of times during this game, you'll find that some steps, while they do look normal and look like they fit, they'll be brand new to you, so you'll have to take a second to realize what it's actually asking you to do. Which would be normally where you read the instructions before you start the step. But this is a speedrun. We don't have time. Warning for everyone before he takes this half the tuna off, it's going to be very red. Yeah. Nintendo can't have gore, but they will have a realistic tuna, and you can't stop them. Ah, yes. The tuna is extremely realistic for Nintendo games. Yeah. So Stratos is mixing some wheat flour and doing the tempura fried shrimp and spilling everything. Yes. Why is the tuna getting straight up taxidermied? You know how it is. Sometimes it's just kind of like that. I think it's very interesting that they included a sea urchin in this game. Anyone in chat ever had a sea urchin?
Not that I know of, for me.
If only I could speedrun cooking IRL. You know how it is. Don't burn your kitchen down. Do we get to watch some
do it correctly. Do it correctly. Don't burn
your kitchen, please. We're not endorsing house fires. House fires don't need endorsing. They do what they want.
Unless you're playing. Playing might endorse it.
Hey, he might. Dark side of Nintendo, hyper-realistic tuna. Just wait till you see the pineapple. The pineapple is just entirely too big for the screen. It is shockingly 3D modeled. Rated E for everyone. Yeah, you know, if you don't mind, you know, fish skeleton. Step 1 to becoming a cook, buy a fire extinguisher. That's just true anyway, but if you're going to be doing cooking while speedrunning and then immediately stop running to go make in real life food, you'll find yourself wondering why you're not washing your hands any faster. Smokey the Bear, yeah. Smokey the Bear doesn't like this game. Step 2, order food online.
Yeah, this part, what Plank's doing, I can't really do this fast because it's hard to do it on emulator.
Yeah. I can't believe that Plank does this with a mouse. I think Stratos does as well, yes. But I use a tablet pen, so I just get the benefit of the fast clicking on computer with the benefit of the stylus on a DS while just using a tablet pen. Plank does not actually have that luxury. He's using a mouse entirely. Really good at step 2, yeah. So there you see he didn't add anything to the steamer, he just hit the button. Stratos is finishing bagels, and Plank is about to pound mochi. This is very interesting because the faster you hit the mochi, the faster the hand will come down to roll it. And if you get it too fast without hitting Mama's hand, you will get a bonus for this. So you'll watch Plank in just a second. Either get the bonus or smack the hand. Or he's going to keep it at just the right speed to avoid it. That's interesting. Yeah, he's slowing down. Oh, got the bonus anyway. Although, to be fair, he's actually been avoiding almost every bonus that he can, so he probably can afford it anyway. Alright, large rolling pin.
Oh, here we go, here we go.
Steamer. Yep. And there we go, it's rolled.
So long, yeah, Bowser.
Stratos is now going to peel some squid. And Stratos avoided the bonus there, where Plank didn't, so that's very interesting. Plank is doing a strat that we have where you burn all of the rice cookies as fast as you can. And he accidentally didn't burn one of them. I think he forgot he was going to do it. But that's okay.
Oh, then we got this part of what Plank's doing.
Yes, the Mama Rice Cracker is pretty infamous in all gold runs for being pretty difficult to line up. You have to get it directly in the center, and you have to hold it until exactly when the steam starts popping out to know when you have printed the cookies correctly. In all recipes, you click them as fast as you possibly can to get through it. Stratos just got a gold medal, that's very neat. And Stratos is about to do the tuna, so you get return of the tuna now. If it bothered you the first time, you now have warning.
Yes.
Are there any recipes where the fastest strat is to do it really well? There's actually, yeah. It's not specifically recipes, it's just mostly steps. Where doing certain steps the best you can is usually just the fastest you've got. So right, another hyper-realistic tuna shot, yeah. Cooking Mama never needed any creepypastas, it did it itself. Did just a fine job by its own. Wow, the ego on Mom, cooking cookies for herself. Hey, you know, sometimes your image, this is her second game, so, you know, Oh, Stratos accidentally picked the small knife for the tuna, but that's okay. She's very good at cutting with the small knife, though.
Still gonna wait for the bonus.
Yeah, we gotta wait for that bonus.
Yeah.
I mean, if you accidentally hit small knife, that's your only chance for like a real time save. So Plank is now doing the sweet dumplings. I believe, yes?
And like when it hits enough, normally, like in all gold medals run, you just mix it with the chopsticks. We just avoid that.
So Plank is doing something that they discovered a pretty decent time ago that I didn't actually understand before. Skewer the dumplings on the very edge of the spoke. I guess you would call it no spike. My bad. I was thinking of bikes. Then it doesn't give you a bonus for it because it's not perfectly lined up. And this step is where you can get a lot of bonuses for doing it properly. And on the very last skewer, he's going to start trying to push them off to the side of the screen. See? The faster he can get them off the screen, the faster the new one loads. I think Freud would have a field day with that. On a dating sim, oh my god.
Then they're just avoiding this.
Yeah, you click them, you get through it, whatever happens, happens. Stratos is now grinding down some rice for the rice cracker. See, because of all the bonuses that Stratos is getting, she's kind of falling behind a little bit, but I do believe she can recover. She's the one finding all these strats anyway, so... Maybe she's just got a couple she's holding.
Big Plank wait for the bonus there, but he still got it.
Yeah, well, sometimes that happens because he's trying to get it on the exact frame that he can continue without the bonus, but you kind of overshoot it sometimes. So it looks like Plank is going to take a present. Just imagining Mama going into an expensive grocery store like Whole Foods and buying all the food. That's kind of how this is going to go. She's got 2.5 to 3 hours to teach you 80 recipes. You gotta be prepared. Kangusa seaweed.
Well, technically 79 if you don't count the lunchbox.
Yeah, but I mean, the lunchbox is more of a personal adventure. That's like, you know, you just learned on YouTube at like the age of 9 how to make scrambled eggs, so you can make breakfast for your family. Ah. SpeedGaming Dutch is... that's not Dutch, that's not what that word says. Is rating with a party of 83. How are you guys doing?
If y'all are wondering what game this is Cookie Mama 2 Dinner with Friends. Like 3 months ago, this game got into the speedrunning craze, and here we are.
Yeah, it's the German speedrunning. That makes sense. Yep, this is Cookie Mama 2 Dinner with Friends, all recipes %, which means we are getting through all 80 as fast as we can. Plank is gonna mess up every one of these noodles as fast as he can. And Stratos isn't gonna print a single cookie. Tekaroten is done on Plank's end, and the rice crackers are getting close to done for Stratos. Stratos is going to, press them. And I think she knows about burning them. Yes, she does. So Plank actually had to sit through multiple cookies, but Stratos is just going to burn all of them as fast as she can. Alright, Crossover is going to take a slight break, so you're with me now. So Stratos is going to click through these rice crackers. This game reminds me so much of WarioWare, all these mini games. Yeah! But it's not so bad, you know, we like WarioWare. Sometimes a game is just you and your 200 mini games that you can get through as fast as you can. Yeah, we just love WarioWare. So it looks like Plank is waiting on the macarons. Oh, I see, avoiding bonuses. That makes sense. Did a Crafting Mama all recipe speedrun, but I was a dingus and forgot to start a new file, so I wasted 2 hours of my life. Well, not really, that means it's New Game Plus, right? So Plank is finishing up macarons and Stratos is mixing.
And Stratos did get the bonus there, but that won't be much of a time loss.
Oh, hello again.
Yep.
Looks like Plank is about to start kimchi. Yep, there we go. That looks like kimchi to me. Kimchi's kind of a pain in terms of running, because it doesn't matter if it's all recipes or if it's all gold. It has something in it that makes it a little difficult. For all recipes, that means the puzzle, which you can't really get wrong. You have to get it right, but you can mess it up once or twice to avoid a bonus. This is the puzzle right here. They don't have a New Game Plus subcategory? Why don't you ask? Yeah, the kimchi looks like guacamole. Sometimes it's just like that. Lettuce. But for gold percent runners, it's the weights that are kind of a nightmare. You'll see that.
He's just trying to get through it as fast as he possibly can to get the bonus and move on.
Yeah, this is kind of one of those recipes that we were talking about earlier where not every one of the steps is worth getting a bonus on, but it's just like, it's not worth waiting on it. Gold percent is best on every recipe? That is true, yes. On gold percent, it's only me and like one other person that's an active runner of it, and I haven't actually done a run in a very long time. But Stratos is using a strat that Plank used earlier, where if you push the dumplings off the side of the screen, then more of them load in faster because of the programming, with a limited number of moving entities on screen. So for like steps like this that Plank is doing with adding things, if you just add the wrong one 3 times, it auto fails. But for mixing, you can't avoid it. All you can do is bonus avoid. I know you can't see the in-game timer because we've cut out the top part of the screen, but at the very top of the screen there should be a little clock, and we have a visual and audio cue for when the bonus is skipped, where the timer will stutter for about like a quarter of a frame and just start speeding up. And at that point you realize it's past the time it expected you to do. So Plank is now about to do the weight puzzle for Kimchi, which that's the one that's a little harder on gold because you have to half memorize the different points on the scale that it will randomly generate, and you have to do the weights properly. So Stratos is going to burn this. Yep, just gonna burn that.
We love burning things in this game.
Oh yeah, we love burning things. It's so much fun. Sometimes a recipe is just you and how many things you can burn. Oh, did Stratos have to redo the dumplings? Oh, must have backed out a step too early. It happens. I'll be honest, that happens to me embarrassingly often. Sometimes, this is like one of the main time losses you can get in this category, as well as in gold, where if you back out of a recipe before you've done the last step, which can happen because the finish button is on the other end of the screen, which is where the back button is on the step select, you can have to redo the entire recipe from scratch, because it won't count it as done at all. So Stratos is going to go straight back to clicking all of these dumplings to get them off screen faster, while Plank is going to add the wrong thing multiple times.
Basically, most of the time it's just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, a lot of these steps are going to be kind of similar across different ones. It'll add a new one to, spice it up a little bit. But it will be fundamentally similar. I mean, gotta remember it is a kid's game. Yeah, that's frustrating. It's the worst when it happens to you. And Meatloaf is one of the most common ones for it to happen on. 2 of our runners during these races have managed to do it, me included. Because he never expected to make you cut that after the oven, so you go to hit finish and it hits back. So, crossover, have you done any more recent runs for this game?
Not exactly. I just did like a few Burn and Pie runs, and I was just moving on to the Cookie Mama 3. It's another game in the series.
Ah, right.
So I know a lot more about that game than I know about Dinner with Friends.
Fair enough. I know that there are a couple of notable differences between Shop and Dinner with Friends. Namely in that Shop and Shop lets you redo things that you've messed up, and this one doesn't. It's just a little bit unforgiving. But I know that Cooking Mama 1 is the most unforgiving in terms of when you mess up. Where if you mess up like once, you've kind of messed up the entire thing with no warning. So this is that fridge RNG again with Stratos, where you gotta really just completely think on your toes for that one, because the fridge can have any combination of items in any configuration, with leaving even so much as like just a small amount of space for your bowls.
It's just one of the only like RNG worthy recipe type thing that you have to do.
Yeah. So Plank accidentally rolled out that baguette perfectly, but I think he avoided a bonus in the process. I can't remember. So now he's
rolled
sprinting it.
it as a bonus, but I think he avoided a different one.
Yeah. So he could afford it, basically. So Stratos is just now finishing the Tokoroten, and is about to... Well, let's have a look at Stratos' bonuses. 1 star left until another present. And now starting macaroons. Alright, we managed to make a loaf of baguette. Seems like Stratos is having trouble hitting the sieve fast enough to spill all of the flour, which is something that Plank did earlier. It can be kind of hard to get the right CPS to... So it looks like Plank just took a... Oh, menuing. Menuing can be kind of hard in this game if you hit the wrong thing.
And the... crepe, I think? Is that what it's called? I'm not sure.
The what?
The crepe?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
The crepes, yes. Plank is really good at stirring things enough to spill them very, very quickly.
And like, if you did it with chopsticks, it'd be much more difficult.
Oh yeah. With chopsticks, it has a 0% chance of spilling, but with whisks, above a certain, speed percent, it has a much higher chance of spilling. Watching this makes me feel better about my own cooking skills. Stream of the year for sure. Oh, thank you. Hope you don't burn things. For the crepes, you'll see that Plank just did yet another step where, and he's doing another one now, where if you don't add anything, it's an automatic bronze, but if you add one thing, it's an automatic gold. And so he's chosen not to add anything. Seems like Stratos is just now starting to eat kimchi.
I think it's moving on to churros.
Yep.
Once again, just burning the entire,
Yeah, don't add anything, just burn it. Didn't need it anyway.
Like, nothing's better than making Mama mad.
Oh yeah, nothing faster.
Yeah.
So you'll see Plank just click through them without having to extend any of them at all. So it's clear that Mom did it for him. So he just spilled all of them directly to the floor regardless. I've heard shaking this bag hard enough makes it pop. Oh yeah! I haven't been able to make that work. Oh.
I'm sad.
Oh. Someone in chat's asking Plank to be their mama because of churros. I don't think you want his churros, I'll be honest.
I think he burned them to a crisp, or just completely threw them away.
Yeah, he just threw them to the floor and didn't take anything to do with them. I'd be interested in doing multiple Cooking Mama games runs with Cooking Mama 1 through 3 back to back. That would be very interesting. Not a lot of us, cross game. We often just pick one of them that's our favorite and stick to it. So having someone that's running, multiple games at the same time would be very, very cool.
The hand sushi roll that I think is currently.
Yes. We do have a shortcut you can type in chat to get the link to the Discord, correct? Yes, it is. !CM2AR.
where you can learn how to run the game, any game in the series. Mainly Dinner with Friends because it's the most popular one as of right now.
Yep, typing !CM2AR will give you a link to the Discord where you can come and have a chat with us on any other point and just basically have a good time. You can pick a game based on whichever you like best, or you can run multiple ones at the same time. And you can just have a good time playing Cooking Mama with us. You can have a chat with the runners as well as our commentators.
What Plank did there is just it's faster just to get the bonus there and move on.
Yeah. It can just be a lot easier to get the bonus on some steps. Anything just takes a long time. Oh, Stratus is on console too. That's interesting. I completely forgot about that.
That's right, they don't have a cursor.
Oh, right. I didn't even think about that. So we've actually got someone on emulator running against someone on console right now. That's very cool. So we're about to hit the 1 hour mark in a few minutes.
Definitely been a adventure so far.
Yep. Stratos struggling just a tiny bit on the puzzle, but that's okay. She can recover from that pretty easy. Yes, you can actually play it on console. If you have an original DS and a capture card, you can absolutely run this on console, and it does hold up pretty well to the emulator runs.
You can also just do it with a like a camera on just recording the DS. It has to be like make sure it's like visible to see it.
Yeah, you have to be able to see yourself doing it. Capture card, you should have a timer and other such equipment that you would need. If you're just recording on screen, you can just record that. You can just record your hands doing it. It's very hard to fake that. This part that Plank's doing is my favorite. I love touching the little blue circles. I just love touching them. Stratos is getting another present. This one's very interesting. This is like the third different visual I've seen for this. When it comes to cutting the raviolis, you'll see it has this like, zigzag line. On my and a couple of other people's emulators, it's just automatically got the zigzag lines. You just trace over them. On certain consoles, it doesn't show up at all, and it seems like on Plank's you get a dotted line. I guess it just depends on your visuals.
Yeah. Strato is currently on the baguette.
Yep, that's true.
That's the next one after the kimchi. Now it's on the baguette page. What you saw there from Plank, he just wants to dump it all out.
Yep, just dump the whole thing. Didn't need it anyway. Raviolis to the floor. This part.
Not one of my least favorite parts. Yeah.
Yeah, this hurts your hand grating, but in this specific context. I love pouring boiling water on the floor. Yeah, don't we all?
If you have a mouse, like it's definitely not like too hard, but if you don't have a mouse, then like it's just a pain.
It is a nightmare to do with a stylus. It's like my least favorite step in the entire game. It's just, it hurts your hand to have to do multiple ones back to back. Oh, we got the bonus. He was definitely trying to pause to avoid it, but not quite. I think he overstepped how long it was going to take. But that's okay. He can absolutely recover from that. Very few mistakes in this game you can't recover from. However, if you do have to redo the same, recipe over and over again, that can kind of kill your run on the spot. Oh, Timer's getting excited on Blank's side. Yeah, he's just surviving.
Is she just burning things and just moving with this his day?
Yeah, the timer is kind of ascending, but it's okay. He did it anyway. They're very well in sync, so you can see just.
I think he's on cake.
I do believe so. Which means normally during runs, if you want to show off, you can draw fun things on like chocolate and cakes and stuff. You don't have to. It's just something funny that they sometimes do. Probably won't do it though because I think Plank believes he's going to get a world record on this. He did say so a couple of times.
He said he's gonna do it, but
He might. I'm not putting too much pressure on him. I don't know if he's, feeling up for it. However, I can do so regardless. The pace that he's on is really, really good. I honestly think he could get world record out of this. I just don't know if he's submitted his other one recently, or if he's waiting.
Believe he did.
Someone made a Homestuck joke in the chat with Blank's timer ascend. Someone says that activated my fight or flight response. Yeah, to be fair, that one gamer, I haven't been saying it. I don't know if you can change your Twitch username. You should be able to, though. So we have a completely blank cake, which is apparently not good enough for Mama. Had to be decorated, but we have decided speed is way more important. This food's making you hungry? Well, I'm not going to judge what you eat. Hopefully nothing burned.
Well, it's not going to be like what they're making in the game. It's going to be more like an actual, finished recipe.
So. Yeah. Hopefully you're not burning things and enjoying that. So Stratos is going to burn all 3 crepes. It took me a minute to realize if that was faster than just making them.
And yeah, this game, who cares? Just burn it.
Yeah, I mean, you may as well just burn it.
Just get your frustrations out on a video game instead of just doing it in real life.
Yeah, this is a Wario party without the fun. Aww, I think it's fun. This game is a lot more fun than it looks. I mean, even just playing it
this is Mario Party with the fun of just burning stuff, because who cares about it?
WarioWare didn't let you burn things as much. Finished eating your salad, but you're still hungry? Well, don't eat any of these, but you can still be hungry. Plank is decimating those shrimp. Yeah, there's 2 different kinds of shrimp steps in this game. There's the one where you just pull the head off and then pull the skin back and you leave the tail on. And there's the one where you pull the head and you have to pull a leg, pull part of the back, pull more leg, pull the rest of the back, and then the tail. And that one can be kind of... I'm gonna pretend I didn't see what Stratos did.
Goodbye.
Not family friendly, Stratos.
Say goodbye to the churro.
Wonder if we can get the bag to pop on Stratos. Yeah! Stratos, this is PG-13.
Press F to pay respect for all the unfinished recipes.
Yeah, all the foods is just everywhere. Stratos, I love the eel. You put a nail through its head, just bonk.
Yep, it's just normal.
Lord churros. I don't know how else you would eat churros. Just on the floor only, right? F. Oh, Stratos picked the big knife. Yeah. Stratos is really, really good at flying the meat off the screen.
Ooh, we got ice cream.
Oh, ice cream. Plank is doing something here. It's a very subtle strat that you wouldn't notice if you didn't immediately see it. He's moving the ice cream to the very far left of the screen so it takes significantly less time to scroll off, so that he can start the next scoop early. He's immediately avoiding the 3rd scoop, so he doesn't have to do the sprinkles. For that, you can avoid all 3 scoops, but it really doesn't, affect it. It just makes for a nicer title screen if you get to.
Now Plank is moving on to the next page. Mamiyaki.
The Mamiyaki.
Oh yeah, just have the flour explode.
This step that Stratos just did is very funny because your only step here is to put an egg in the pan and then, regularly fry the egg. And she just didn't. No egg.
It's like, who cares?
So Plank just overfilled all the yakis, so it takes significantly less time to get through. So he only had to fill half as many, and he didn't have to put any fillings in.
It's Stratos
is gonna fill some sushi. There's a lot of more subtle strats in this game that you don't immediately see unless it's pointed out to you. There's no shame in that. Smashing some garlic and doing some big garlic chops. You love biting into something and getting just a mouthful of whole garlic chops.
Stratos finishing up the hand sushi roll. Is going to get another bonus, but at this point, Stratos is just trying to do everything as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah, the all recipes run does take a lot of thinking ahead for what bonuses you're going to get and what one you're going to avoid. So sometimes it's, you kind of miss one here and there, but that's perfectly fine. You just burn the kitchen down at that point, finish the speed run. It should be done, yeah. Epic new strat, set Mama's kitchen on fire and you don't have to do any cooking at all. Immediate credit sequence. Plank with escargot that Mama had to do completely from scratch because he didn't put the shells or the filling on the plate at all.
I got the strawberry jam.
Oh yeah. I think making strawberry jam in real life is also really good. If you've never tried making jam, it's worth it. It's nice. Stratos apparently doesn't know about the strat that Plank used earlier of just letting the pasta overflow. But she is doing ravioli, which is very good. So you're just quickly speeding through the filling, which means it's just plain pasta. You're just going to bite into plain pasta. And doing that fun little blue circle recipe I like. I just like tapping through very quickly. This recipe that Plank is on is another one of those brand new steps that you're not used to seeing when you just played the game for the first time, where you're skimming the foam off the side. Have you both also run this category once? I have. If so, what is a reasonable time to finish? Kinda new to this game, speedrun. A lot of the race runners actually hadn't played this category before, and for an average of what they usually got, it was about 3 hours to 3.5. That's usually if you're doing it with knowledge of some strats, which you would get if you joined the Discord, by the way. You would easily finish in about 3 hours on average, up to 3.5. I don't know, Crossover, you haven't played this category, you said.
Yeah, I haven't done all 80 of the recipes, but most people have done it hundreds of times. Oh, that's a hyperbole, but still.
Yeah. These two, because they're more experienced with the runs, they will more likely get something along the lines of like 2:30 to 3. Which, since, let me see if I can get up speedrun.com to show you the all recipes record. Yep, Plank actually recently beat his own record up to 2 hours, 25 minutes, and 1 second.
And that Stratos is just doing the grading much more quicker than you can do on emulator.
Yeah, I will go ahead and send the speedrun.com page in the chat, just so that, if you want to check that out for yourself. That's me in 3rd place with my race run the other day, and Plank also in 1st with his race run.
And if you're interested in doing some Cookie Mama speedruns at like any time, use the exclamation mark CM2AR, and you can join the Discord and learn how to run some of the games.
Yep, you can come out of a chat with those runners and see what you can do.
The runners avoiding the bonuses and moving on to their next respective recipes.
Mm-hmm. Plank is only currently at 2 stars. He's not in any danger of getting any sudden presence he's not expecting. Here he's grilling a bunch of bell peppers, and this with the grilling is kind of difficult because you have to balance having at least 2 of these running at the same time. So he's going to focus on flipping that pepper to the right, and then flipping the other one to the one he's already got heated up. Which would make cooking for him a little bit easier. He's got to where that yellow pepper landed, but that's okay. So he's gonna finish cooking that red one and go to the yellow one, where he will just spam click that until it's done. Yep. While Stratos is overfilling cake pans. I wonder, some games
usually overfills the last one. Just
I wonder, some games have points where you can predict early if you should abort a run. Does this game also have such a moment, or not really? In all recipes, it's usually, you know, how long you're taking to do page 1, where if it's above a certain amount, you're thinking, well, there's not really much recovery I can do from that, I'll just reset. For recipe runs like All Gold, that does have a point. There's a new strat we're going to start using with the specific routing to get panna cotta and mango pudding out of the way as fast as possible, because if you can't get those done first try, you have to restart the whole recipe. So it's just not worth waiting on. And that makes sure that within the first like 10 to 15 minutes you already know if you have to restart rather than having to do it again in a nearly 4-hour run. Panna cotta, yeah. So it looks like Stratos is getting another present. And Plank is doing very well on grading.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, you got a present. Very nice. Made it more like panna cotta? Yeah, kinda. Panna cotta comes before mango pudding in the order no matter what you do, basically, so. I actually have the order of recipes. Let's see if I can get it. There's a specific pathing you have to do because the way that you unlock recipes is very dependent on which recipes you do first. Oh, I don't have it. That's okay. So if either one of these runners had opened a new recipe, but it was in the wrong order, then we would actually not really know what order they were going to go through the recipes through. So we would kind of have to guess on how many they'd already done. That happened the other day with Mangus's run.
Oh, yeah, the mango pudding.
Yep, mango pudding. Stratos almost forgot to spin the shrimp. Plank has some very good mango and apple peels. He's very good at it. Task runs of this game are very funny to watch because of the peeling, because it's done in an instant. Very, very quickly. So I do believe Stratos is doing spring rolls, one of the last steps for them. And Plank is going to add the wrong thing multiple times.
Plank's just going to get the bonus. Stratos is just going to get the bonus, and Willie just move on.
Yeah, sometimes it's just not worth avoiding it. And sometimes it's just like that, you know, it's fine. Plank is going to spill mangoes everywhere. And different runners have their own different techniques when it comes to the pans. Some of us like to overflow the pans as fast as possible, other ones like to do most of them correctly and then mess up the last one. It just kind of depends. I do believe doing them all perfectly because it takes the least amount of time to do, and then overflowing the last one's best. See, Plank just got excellent fridge RNG there, where he only had to move one single thing.
Sometimes you have to move like 2 or more different things.
Yeah. For this, what he's doing here with trying to empty the pan, there's 4 different speeds that you can get when it comes to emptying these pans. You can do it too slow, the perfect speed, fast enough that it breaks, and fast enough that it bounces off the plate. The fastest way to do it is to do it too slowly, because you don't have to do the animation for it leaving the screen and then coming back. Stratos, it looks like, doesn't know about the strat for moving the ice cream to the very far left of the screen, but that's alright. Oh, just did it then. I think Stratos can hear me. Alright. Sometimes if a runner is still expecting there to be another step, even if there isn't one, it's like the opposite of backing out of a recipe too early. And they're still expecting another step, so they have to hit, next instead of back. They'll accidentally hit the picture diary on the finish screen, which will be that screen you'll see with a bunch of journals. But that's okay, it's an easy recovery. It doesn't actually cost you anything except, maybe, a quarter of a second.
Yeah.
So Stratos is going to be overfilling all the mamiyakis.
And not much time lost.
Yeah. Plank is rolling out some meat. Some people have trouble looking at this because the hands kind of look a little funny. In terms of the way that they're drawn, it's just slightly uncanny. I think it's funny, though.
think it's just funny because it's like you're playing catch with yourself.
Yeah, it's just funny. I've never known anyone to flatten out meat like that.
The strategist is just gonna press the button multiple times there.
So as you can see, Plank just did the steak flip that we saw earlier.
You can do that on a few of the recipes.
Yeah, it can save a couple of minutes over the entire run. Red fish, broken hands. This is a horror game. That is a very good observation. Love takoyaki. Oh, is that? Huh. I never even think about that being like an honest-to-God recipe. Like, but I guess it's because it's Cooking Mama thing. Oh, I can see that they fixed Plank's timer. That's nice. Plank choosing large knife, and Stratos not doing any of the snails.
Yeah, screw the snails. We don't need them.
Gotta ask, what is a yaki? A takoyaki? Seems like someone in chat knows about them.
I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'm not a culinary expert here.
Yeah, you know how it is. Well, that sounds nice.
So, Stratos now moving on to strawberry jam.
Mm-hmm.
Plank is on the same page, but the last one of that page.
Yeah, it seems like they're just a couple of recipes apart, but that's alright. An interesting fact about...
Stratos does keep getting bonuses.
Yeah, it happens like that. If I hadn't save stated, this is pretty much what the run would have looked like for me as well. Because I didn't avoid almost any bonuses. But then I save stated and made everyone wait like 45 minutes. Oh, taco is octopus. Interesting. That's hilarious. I didn't immediately register.
Plank finished up the Goya stir fry, and now moving on to the next page.
And a heart. See, this is the part where you normally try to skim the foam, but we don't need to. Yes, if you pull the head off the squid too perfectly, it doesn't do an ink spill, and you end up with a bonus, regardless of how fast you do the rest of the recipe. So if you do it way too fast, then you will actually avoid the bonus immediately.
So Stratos now moving on to grilled meat. Once again, doing the blender mixing.
Mm-hmm. That is interesting, though. I thought takoyaki was like some kind of a dessert, but I think that's just because in my head I've never seen it before in real life, and it was getting fried. And it was something very colorful being in the middle of it, so I was like, huh, well, guess that's what that is. Yeah, Stratos is really good at cutting the meat so that it flies off the screen. That's very cool.
Sometimes, like for cutting like vegetables or like just like garlic, sometimes you won't be able to cut in small pieces.
Yeah, sometimes it just won't happen like that. You won't have like a chance.
Okay, this is probably one of my favorite ones to do.
Yeah. Plank is doing a very subtle strat again with only picking one type of fruit to put in the blender, because if you only pick one kind of fruit and the rest is all garbage, you only have to sit through the animation of one fruit being added, instead of all 3 or 2. Stratos is grilling meat, it looks like. I feel like there's a strat to be done for the grilling meat, but I haven't tried it yet.
Now it's the grind of ginger for the Namaro, I think.
Yeah. See, he's waiting for that bonus, and he's going to be more careful about it than when he was with the Parmesan cheese. There we go. And he didn't have to hurt his hand in the process of getting a bonus. So he's going to do some big chunky chops.
Yeah, Stratos is doing this step much faster than what you would do normally on emulator.
Yeah. Playing once again with cutting a fish. I promise this one isn't going to be nearly as graphic as the tuna. It's just going to be normal inside of a fish. Which is shockingly somehow less gory than you expect. It's still kind of nasty, but, well...
It's trying to look a little bit realistic, but...
He's doing his best. Normal fish, yeah, you love to see normal fish.
Like, can we pretend that nothing was harmed in the making of this?
Yeah, nothing was actually harmed. It's just, you know, only the Nintendo devs.
This is rated E for everyone with the alcohol reference.
You know how it is. Well, Cinderella, if that's what you're talking about, is a mocktail. It's not an actual alcoholic drink. They went very educated on the matter there. Yeah, not as bad as the tuna. So Stratos is now grilling some peppers. It was already dead, so F to that fish. Yeah, nothing was harmed. It was already dead. It's fine.
Another one of my favorites is strawberry roll cake.
Oh yeah, the strawberry roll cake looks really good. Like, if I had that in real life, it'd be nice.
Definitely.
It's like gonna
Except most of the steps you just want to completely just crash it.
Yeah. I just want to say that, like, Plank's ability to get the right CPS to spill the flour is really cool. It's very hard to do that. The Iron Chef of bad cooking. Yeah, sometimes it's just like that. Plank was saying a few days ago he had some trouble with this recipe, with this step in particular, with folding the ingredients instead of, you know, like whipping them and spilling them because you can't spill that one. How egg work? Wait, that's not how you crack eggs? No, the eggs are supposed to be on the ground.
Just crack the egg. Yeah, just.
Oh, Mama doesn't have.
Make a mess. It's fine.
Just make a mess. It'll be fine. Just hope that Mama doesn't have a carpeted kitchen.
Mama will be happy in the inside. Actually, no, sorry. Mommy will be happy on the outside, but very dead inside.
She's gonna try. Stratos, we gotta watch this grate. We gotta watch this grate from Stratos, apparently. Focus on your run, Stratos, please. Whoa!
Oh, there.
Nice!
Oh, there.
Glitched out the screen a little bit doing it too fast. Cook the shell, extra calcium. You're right. Let's just hope that Mama doesn't have a carpeted kitchen and spill all the eggs on the floor. Stratos Pog, yeah! That looked great. Big Bro was hoping this was a burn a pie. The issue with that is that it takes like 2 minutes to burn a pie. Stratos, how are you finding the time? Carpeted kitchen, why would anyone do that? You're right. In real life, I ever actually spilled an egg for real was the one time I had a carpeted kitchen. The only time.
Oh my goodness.
I had a carpeted kitchen for like 6 months, and that was the only time I've ever cracked an egg so bad it hit the floor.
That's unfortunate.
It was so unfortunate. I like that this is the only time during this entire game you see the cake knife. It's a very nice model for a knife.
Except
There's always time.
Except when you just ignore it.
Aw, teeth order. Stratos, focus on your run. You don't have time for funny jokes.
I mean, mango slicing is pretty quick.
Yeah, it's mostly. It is, but you gotta focus on where you're slicing. You'll notice that on the slicing steps, the fruit is split into anywhere from 5 to like 3 to 5 sections of the thing you're trying to peel, and you have to hit like the top of it, scroll all the way down, and then do the next one. Because if you miss a little bit, it will make you go back and do it. If Stratos wins this while joking in the chat, I will have no choice but to stand. That's true. I mean, you know. I think during most of these races, I was like the only one not typing in chat while I was running. I was a little focused on trying to recover from the save state load.
Don't worry, Mama
Mike got a
will
world
fix
record
this.
doing it. Yeah, she will fix it by just redoing it and throwing you out of the kitchen. Stratos having a little bit of trouble spilling the puree and accidentally got a bonus. It happens. Plank is going to spill all the porridge directly onto the table.
I mean, like, who cares about porridge? It's just...
Just get your straws, everybody. It'll be fine.
Get your spoons, y'all.
It'll be fine. You just, you know... You got hands, just scrape it up. Plank doing the simmered flounder. That's nice. This one's interesting because it's the only game that doesn't make you behead the fish. Mama considering whether her children need new glasses. Sometimes it's just kind of like that. Stratos doing very well on the mango. Got most of them right. On the very last one, did the fastest way to do it, which is to make it bounce off screen. Well, I said fastest, I meant slowest, but you know what I mean. If it works, it works. Mama has a lot of kids. That's true. If you consider that every time you play the game as a unique player, you are now officially one of Mama's kids, and there's no way out of that. How far are we into the run? I do believe... let me find out. Because if they're on Simmered Flounder, they're not far away from... Yeah.
I'm on bamboo steamed rice.
Yeah, bamboo rice. They're close to halfway through. It's already halfway through. Or at least Plank is. Yeah, about 50% is what I thought. I'm having trouble finding an act of all the recipes in order. So he's right now, Plank is waiting on the bonus for cutting that mushroom, and Stratos is mixing.
For some of them, we're saying, like, don't add anything, you just spam that.
Yeah, you just spam either the wrong one or the don't add. Plank used to only spam the don't add, until he saw a couple of runners spamming the wrong item, which does the same thing, but you don't have to worry about the RNG of hitting don't add and it being correct more than once. So Plank is doing stir fry and he's gonna do it well. Or he's gonna burn it. Yeah, he's gonna burn it.
Yeah, just
immediately.
Just burn it. Yeah, just burn it. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can just leave it without touching it. So he's on the bamboo steamed rice, which, frankly, I think that looks really good. I think he did that in real life.
That's like recipe 47 out of the 80.
Yeah. Oh, 47 out of 80. Yeah, we're over halfway. At least for Plank.
Well, but yeah, I think Stratos is...
Stratos, she's just finishing Loco Moco.
Goya stir fries the halfway mark.
Yeah. I won't say what number, but if we hit Banana Foster, I will know exactly what number we're on. It's a very funny number.
Oh, no. Oh.
I'm not saying it because I don't want to get TOS'd, but...
Okay. I won't say it either then.
Banana Foster is very nice. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
We'll just hilariously refer to it as the funny number and nothing else. Banana monkey. I've never seen Lotus Root in real life. It looks like it'd be pretty nice, although it says it's spicy.
Yeah, I'm going to avoid spicy foods unless it's pepper jack cheese. I'll eat that.
Well, that's always the exception.
Yeah.
Play the banana rotate the funny number recipe comes up.
Next thing you know, everyone's going to be speaking in a different language.
Is there a hardest recipe that's very difficult to execute or gives runners issues in this run? Yeah. It's always going to be the Kimchi Puzzle. The Kimchi Puzzle is the worst for most things. I personally don't find it that hard, but that's because I'm a gold runner and it's not the hardest step for me. The hardest is right after with the kimchi weight. Because you have to balance some rocks against the weights, and if you do it wrong, you have to basically restart the recipe on the spot. But,
so now we're on page 7 for Plank.
Yep, we're on page 7. How many pages are there in total in this game, do you remember?
It is 10.
10 total.
There's 8 for each page, so that basically 10 times 8, you got 80.
Yep, 80 total recipes, and it fills out really nicely. Stratos is doing this thing I always do. It doesn't actually help you in any way. It's just very funny with messing with the temperature gauge on any stewing recipes that you're trying to skip. Are they doing the same recipes in the same order? They should be. Sometimes you can hit the wrong one and accidentally unlock them in a different order than you're expecting, which can be kind of a pain. But it won't like affect us in any way. You'll still like get through them at roughly the same pace. We had an issue with that the other day with someone who was way ahead of the other, who had in a different order, so they were both ended up all of a sudden doing Banana Foster at the same exact time.
because Wilster is like that.
Yeah, Wilster had done it correctly, but Runaway had done it in the wrong order at first, and then did the entire page in the wrong order.
So yeah, that was a fun experience.
Yeah. So Stratos is now doing the fruit juice, picking a fish, a tuna can, and another fish. And I wonder what that'll do to the blender. Added one single thing. It does basically the same thing as not adding any fruits at all. That's interesting.
Plank is now on the cream puff.
Yep.
This is recipe number 50.
If you're trying to make cream puffs in real life, please don't stir like this. I'm begging you. Your cream puffs will absolutely thank you.
Please don't.
Unless you're prepared for just the most cleanup. Oh, Stratos is really good at grading.
Yeah. Stratos is on 43 out of 80, and Plank is on 50.
Yeah, Stratos is going to take a bonus for that, because sometimes Stratos grades really fast, and I don't know if it actually matters if she takes the bonus. Sometimes you do it fast enough that it no longer really matters.
But it does matter for like when you get the bonus at the end.
Yeah.
Once again, like,
it's turn them into the next dimension. No! They won't rise, no!
Oh no. That's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but, you know, your cream puffs won't be as nice if you over-mix them. Plank doing a very funny
sorry to
meeting.
anyone who is a vegetarian in this. I deeply apologize.
There's just so much meat. It went wild. This piggy went to market and came home with Mama and never saw the light of day again.
Make Flatty Patty.
Oh, no!
There's also one for like touch at this size, and you just touch it immediately.
Yep, you just immediately ruin the dough as fast as you can. Cream flats.
Who cares about the dough?
You didn't need that dough anyway, it's fine.
Yeah.
Optimal dough poking. Talking about some of these strats and like out loud is just so funny because it's silly. It's just very, very silly words to go with the words like optimal and frame perfect.
Yeah.
No idea how to whisk this bit. You just follow the arrows. And you have to follow them pretty exactly. When you hear the auditory, clicking against the bowl, that's when you know you're going the correct direction. Frame perfect blender flip.
Yes, here we go. 8.
Didn't need that rolling pin. That was very optimal rolling pin throwing, actually. Stratos, it's okay. You just gotta hit you just gotta start in the exact direction of the arrows. You just follow them. I think Stratos gave up a little bit on whipping it, but that's okay. Plank also has a lot of trouble with the whipping. I don't understand, but that's okay. There is
perfect at everything.
Pixel perfect floor eggs. It may not seem like it, but sometimes,
Like I said, you can't be perfect at everything.
Yeah. There is a very funny all recipe strat that I have with. It was mentioned in a previous commentary where they had said that one particular runner has a piece of paper taped to their screen. That's me. It's not even a strat that's worth it. It's just for showing off.
It's like, yeah, I'm better than you.
What it basically means is those egg separation steps, not the egg cracking, it's separating the yolk from the white. You can do it in 2 cycles instead of 3, but it's exact. It's very pixel perfect, and I have a piece of paper taped to my screen to show me how to do it. And I don't do it for any particular reason. It gets you a bonus you don't need. It's just very funny to do.
Yeah.
The whipping looks kind of tedious. It kind of is. Especially with Plank and Stratos both having some trouble with it. When they talk about it, they say it's very difficult if you don't immediately understand what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah, burnt milk. You love to see it. In real life, if you're heating up milk, you never, ever, ever want to take your eyes off it or let it boil over because it will be the worst situation imaginable. But, well, it's fine. You're not cleaning it up in this game. How do you even burn milk? You heat it too fast. I think it's very funny how dangerous cooking milk is in real life. Yeah, overcooking milk is nasty. It's the worst.
So, oh yeah, there's just making any popcorn. Just
Yep, popcorn. You hit the button. It happens. Popcorn is a very funny step.
the Plank. It looks like he's on 53 now.
Yes.
A lamb steak. They're just sprinkling pepper consistently.
Yep, just gotta sprinkle whatever you got. Plank is right-handed and using a mouse, so it'll be easier for him to use the pepper instead. He's gonna flip these off the screen, and there we go. But for people like me who are using a stylus and are left-handed, I do believe Stratos is also left. It's easier
I'm also
to do it
left-handed.
on default. Oh, very cool. Just left-handed.
Yep.
Yeah, it curdles when you overcook milk. It's disgusting. He burnt my shit.
Left-handed superior. Changed my mind.
You're right. Left-handed means you get to overdo the salt instead of the pepper, so it actually makes you better at the game. Oh, Stratos is actually right-handed. Interesting. I have hands.
I have hands.
You people typically do. Last I checked, anyway. I'm no
Ooh,
expert.
we got the mayonnaise shrimp.
Mayonnaise shrimp. The concept of that. Mayonnaise does kind of go with seafood really well. I almost burnt my house down when I put popcorn in the microwave. You're supposed to put it on for 1 minute and 30 seconds instead of 4 minutes. Glad my parents caught it in the nick of time. Oh. Oof.
My goodness.
Well, don't do that.
See, I'm too afraid to make popcorn nowadays.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta risk it, though. You gotta just make the popcorn and, whatever happens, happens, as long as it doesn't happen to you.
So, Stratos is currently on the simmered flounder, and yeah, Plank's currently doing some of the shrimp.
Quite the conversation.
Yes.
In chat, Fire says they have hands, and someone says, but do you also have fingers? And he's like, I don't know, bro, how many do you need?
My goodness.
Just set the microwave for a long time and just wait until the popcorn stops popping. Burnt popcorn, fade them all college fire alarms. Don't just wait for it to stop popping. That means you're burning it. It's okay to have a couple of kernels at the bottom of the bag. Not gonna need any fingers, thank you. Aw, I'm glad. Yeah, the smell of burnt popcorn is not the best. So Plank is now currently doing Cinderella, which I want to make it very clear that since he already spilled one of them to avoid a bonus. I want to make it clear Cinderella is a mocktail. It is non-alcoholic. It's just a mix of 3 different fruit juices with ginger ale and grenadine. He's also going to mix it very hilariously, and it makes a very funny noise. That one single shake with the ice in it. Stratos is currently slicing a bamboo shoot. Very neat.
You pour it normally for the first 4, and then the last one.
You just spill it as much as you can. Sounds nice. It is. I like the cute little cherry on the side of the glass. That's adorable. Stratos is spilling rice, and Plank is peeling carrot. this is one of the only ones in the game where it's split into 3 instead of into 5.
Yeah, this is the Clam Chowder.
Ooh, orange, mango, and pineapple juices mixed together. That is a perfect combo. Isn't that a margarita? Not really. There's nothing really to it, you know, that would make it a margarita. Just, you know, the glass does not make the drink. Stratos immediately burns the stir fry. It actually burned it really, really quickly. With no alcohol again, yeah. I mean, with a Cinderella, because it's all fruits, you don't really put salt on the side of the glass, so it wouldn't really... Excellent job burning, top job. Yeah, that is true, that was a very good burn. So does Chad have any questions about the run so far? Or were you saying, Crossover?
Saying like Plank is doing like a very impressive job for like runs an emulator.
Yeah, emulator with a mouse, no drawing tablet to be seen. Plank's peeling skills are fire. That is true. During his burn apple pie % runs, you can see just how good he can peel those apples. It is incredible.
So Stratos finishing up bamboo steamed rice.
That is true. In no danger of any presents. That's nice. Currently starting the spicy lotus root.
That's it's also known as like the lotus root with mustard.
Yeah, spicy.
That is recipe 48 at
on their art.
Yeah, Stratos is on 48 and Plank I believe is on 56 or something like that.
So Stratos is about to hit the midway point through her run, and Plank is past the midway point, but you know. Plank was actually complaining about this recipe in particular with the mussels. Or not mussels, it's clams, I believe. He didn't know that you could just click the inside of the clam and just finish it without having to put it on the tray. Have they done Goyo yet? Yes, they have. Simply take the boiling hot water and pour it directly on the floor. Yeah, of course. Just like every other recipe, don't you know? Love how we all just compliment people on their arson. Of course. Nothing but arson in my kitchen, thank you. My question is, who's going to eat all this nasty food? Well, let's not worry about that. I think the very last recipe being the normal lunchbox that you put all the food you made for her in one box, you know, it speaks for itself. It's kind of like making a quote-unquote potion as a kid with like mud and sticks and leaves, and then making your parents try to eat it.
And now Plank is moving on to the 8th page, and he starts off with a gyro.
That's true. Stratos is currently finishing chopping up the lotus root. And there we go, spicy lotus root from Stratos. Very well done, no matter what Mama says. I'm proud of you, Stratos. College students. Wait, I think it's pronounced gyro. I've heard some things about the way it's pronounced. I say it, and whatever happens, happens.
Plank is currently on the 8th page, and Stratos is currently on the 7th page.
Yes. I want to take a second to compliment Stratos on the amazing healing job on those radishes. It's very hard to do that consistently on emulator, but on console, getting it just like one straight peel is very, very talented.
Oh.
Gyro? Really? Is that how it's actually pronounced? It is the fun.
I just say gyro. I don't really.
Yeah, it is the funny sandwich thing. That's what I know.
We'll say that. We'll say that.
Plank is carving some meat. I like this stuff because it's the only time we see this one particular setup in Mama's kitchen, and it is such a professional setup. You never see this in like a normal, like restaurant kitchen. You don't even. Why would she have this? He's gonna get 1 tomato, 1 cheese, 1 lettuce, 2 tomatoes. Oh, he's using his toppings. But he's gonna avoid the meat. Or he's not, actually. Huh. Silver, though. Oh, because he missed a bunch of other things. Doesn't matter. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, Stratos just finished an Odin with a pretty good score on it. And unlocked chocolate. That's nice. Oop, gonna take a present here.
and now we went to Jambalaya where he has to cut bacon and just completely throw it away.
He didn't need any of that anyway, it's fine. It's a vegetarian one, he's just enforcing his beliefs.
It's like, I don't need this. Here, Cookie Mama, have some.
Oh, uncanny. Yeah, sometimes it's like that. So I almost forget to chunky chop on that one.
An onion.
Gotta love those onions. Love biting into food and just getting massive chunks of onion in my mouth. Love that. Red bell pepper time. It's a pretty unique chopping step for red bell peppers. Yeah, for recipes like this where the chopping and dicing steps have multiple things you have to chop, it's worth it to go for the silver, but it's also sometimes worth it to go for the gold. There's one in particular that makes you cut like 2 pieces of meat, like 3 vegetables in the one step. That was hilarious. We now have raw chicken in the mix. In case anyone was wondering. Flank did not... Oh, how close is this race? Well, Flank is currently finishing up Jambalaya soon, and Stratos is currently kneading dough. Flank is definitely in the lead here.
Yeah, Plank is on the 8th page. Stratos is on the 7th page, so...
Yeah. So it's not so bad. You know, Stratos might hit like a nearly 3 hour, but it'll be fine. Like at most it'll be like 245, 250. And that's if something else, you know, gets in the way or something. But that's okay, it'll be perfect, fine to watch. Yeah, it could definitely be worse. It could have been a save state load.
I think it's now on the cream of mushroom pasta.
Yep. Which, I mean, that sounds nice in real life as well. Your brain needs new enrichment, that's alright. It was nice to have you here. Have fun ruining the kitchen. We will. I do believe Stratos is doing cream puffs now, right?
It looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Thought so. So Flank is, doing this very interesting thing where if he slices one and then lets it roll over, it will just auto-finish. So just a quick reminder, everyone in chat, if you type !CM2AR, you will get a link to the Discord page, which is where you'll be able to speak to these runners after this is done, and you'll be able to get a nice head start on, say, starting your own runs. Yep, you can follow the runners and the likes in chat by hitting !R, or just clicking the links that are already there, and you can follow both Crossover and I if you click those links instead for !C.
If you want to see some other weird speedruns.
Yeah.
Then, like, by all 4 of us.
Yeah, we all run games. We're all good.
Saying, like, Hank is known for doing the putt-putt series.
Yeah.
And Stratos is a Cookie Mama just specialist.
Yeah, she doesn't run so often, but the runs she does are absolutely worth watching. And she's gonna get a bonus gear as well. Flank is gonna go ahead
and then there's me and Little Kingdom. We don't need to talk about that right now.
I haven't really done many runs in the last few months, but I might in the future, which is worth following for.
If you want to see obscure runs of things, just
Yeah.
You can look at it.
Whenever I do runs, I don't typically do all recipes. I do gold runs as much as I can. So that'd be pretty neat as well. Most of my streams for that are just practice, though. This recipe step that Plank is on with, you have to hit your blow button or blow into the microphone to cause the fan to move, and then slice it down to make, I believe, sushi rice. I love the avocado.
I believe Plank is on the California roll.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the avocado step. I wish we had more steps that look like that throughout the game. Plank's humongous entertainment runs are so real. Yeah. Stratos just got some really good fridge RNG there. That was nice. Only have to move like one thing. Stratos
That's
is
like
actually
the
on
only
almond
RNG
jelly.
thing, really.
Yeah, the fridge can be kind of a killer in these runs, but you know how it is. Stratos' almond jelly looking very plain and very well done, no matter what Mama says.
It looks good. It looks good.
Ah, yes, the best recipe in the game, popcorn.
Pop and done.
Perfect. Just crunch the kernels, it'll be fine.
So,
All right.
the playing is now moving to move on to chocolate.
That is true. Sometimes, if you're trying to flex at the end of the chocolate run, you can draw something on it, but you don't have to. There's really no reason to, except, just to write a funny message. Making popcorn, I might be able to do that IRL. Well, don't burn it.
And don't burn it. We don't want to be responsible for you burning your popcorn.
Please don't burn your popcorn, it will stink forever. You will never get rid of the smell. Stratos did the stink flag. So does anyone have any further questions about this run?
If not, that's okay. Just enjoy it then.
Yeah. Looks like Stratos is gonna try very hard to pick the incorrect answer. Ooh.
So
Yeah.
you could also like draw something like on the actual
You don't recommend doing it during your runs.
chocolate. Yeah, but not needed at this point.
Slightly burnt popcorn is good though. I'm not sure about that one, Will, sir. That might just be you. But that's okay. I'll try not to judge you for it. Rip your taste buds. Yeah.
Try not to. Try not to.
I'll do my best to only judge you in my head. No questions at the moment, but I like watching speedruns in general. It's nice to have on. Very nice. Thank you. I hope this one is up to your tastes.
It's like normal onion is like chopping the little small pieces. Some of them are just regular pieces that you would cut like for normal vegetables.
Yeah. Some of them you don't actually have to dice them, you just make big old slices. I do believe Plank is on Korean pancake right now.
He currently is. And I don't know why it's called that, but it just is.
Well, Plank is Korean. He says that these are pretty good in real life, or at least they look like it. Teeth Hoarder is here for moral support. I'm glad to hear it. Stratos just did a really cool strat there with some breading steps will let you just throw it off the side of the pan immediately. Which
Plank
is
now
very
on
cool.
Tortelletta, and this is a very interesting recipe in my opinion.
Please no NSFW jokes about this.
Oh no, I mean like just saying like this part.
Oh no, I was aiming at a chat.
Oh,
There's an obvious joke here that doesn't need to be made.
my goodness.
This step is pretty difficult because you have to actually wait for the spice to show up or just random click and hope for the best. You can think it, but we don't want it TOS. So think it as much as you'd like, as long as it stays in your brain.
Yes.
Oh, misclicked on the spice. Oh, Stratos on Cinderella.
They could have been intentional. You never know.
You never know. Sometimes these runners have their own hidden strats they don't talk about.
Stratos is doing the Cinderella.
The bread grating. This is like the biggest grating step in the game, and it hurts so bad to have to do on the stylus. RNG manipulation.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way to RNG manipulate the fridge in this game. It would be so cool if you could just immediately have it, like, with the space open to put whatever you're trying to put in there. Just already open, you don't have to move anything. So Plank is being kind of slow about the bread because he wants to avoid the bonus this time. There we go. Yeah, that first time he waited for the bonus and then still ended up getting it, so he doesn't want to do that again. Very fast breading. Very good on the pork chops. Stratos is getting started on
Clam Chowder.
Yep, Clam Chowder. I gotta say, this has gotta be like the fastest race we've had.
Definitely.
You know, no one's making any major mistakes that are gonna like cost them 30+ minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like at this point, if you make a mistake now, you're basically done for.
Yeah. Oh, Plank is doing something very cool. You'll see that it's kind of sparking out around the thing. What he's doing is he's spam cooking the pork chop to make it like more of the breading stick. I didn't know that you could do that at first.
Well, that's just how Cookie Mama 2 works.
Yep. So he's gonna do some nice little scores in the pork chops, and
Wait
Stratos is
for
gonna peel
the-
some potatoes. Don't speak
Wait
too
for the
soon.
bonus to pass by.
Yeah. I'm not speaking too soon, I'm saying so far we're doing great. So once again we have a completely empty plate.
Forget about the food placement, doesn't matter.
Yeah, just save it for later. Just stick it
Still
straight
got like
in the
a
fridge.
silver medal on that, even without the placement.
Yeah, didn't need it anyway, still got a silver medal. You know, not like Mama's playing favorites or nothing.
You get a bonus as well, but that doesn't really.
Yeah, I think he can afford a present.
Yeah.
Plank has been saying for a while that he'll be able to get a world record on this run. He has actually been waiting for this race to achieve a world record he knows he can get. During his recent race with me, he actually managed to achieve it by 1 second.
Yeah, by 0.07.
Which, I mean, you know, excellent. Gordon Ramsay would world record this anytime. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't bring himself to be able to mess these up as badly as we are.
He wouldn't know. He'd do all gold medals though.
Yeah, he would do gold medals and then hate it. It's fun to imagine.
What the bloody hell is this?
Gordon sandwiches. Yeah, there isn't like a sandwich recipe per se in this game. I think there is in Shop and Shop, but frankly, he'd find a way. He would just find a way. DS on some bread. It's done. His meat is raw. I sure hope so. That's the fastest way to get it out the door.
Yeah, exactly.
The number of times you're supposed to cook the meat and you just don't in this game is so funny. The amount of cross-contamination because there's no time to clean it. So this, what Plank is doing right now, is one of those steps where it's making you do multiple things to chop at once. For this one, typically you will end up getting a bonus if you don't actively attempt to avoid it. Pork dumplings, yeah, they sound really nice right about now.
Pork dumplings is a very long recipe.
Yeah.
Stratos now on the next page is doing the kebab.
Yeah. Where's the lamb sauce? You're gonna love this. It's on the floor, where the lambs are. Plank managed to get that whole bowl in one dumpling. That's a big time save. He only recently figured out you could do the whole bowl at once. It's not particularly consistent. Alright, Stratos with the big rolling pin. Didn't need it anyway, it's fine. Alright, so Plank is now moving on to shark fin soup and a new page. I believe that puts him on page 8 or 9. I just want to make it clear, the runners nor the commentators nor SpeedGaming in any way support or condone shark finning. Don't do that.
Please don't.
It's not worth it. The soup is not worth the shark. However, Mama does clearly endorse shark finning. I just want to make that clear. That is definitely true. Mama personally went out and finned a shark, which was so wrong. End credits. So it looks like Stratos is now doing the funny sandwich thing that I don't know how to pronounce. On the carpet of the kitchen, with a lamb sauce.
Okay, so apparently, Stratos is using like a different version where they call the gyro the kebab.
Yeah, it's, using European or US, I believe.
Yeah.
Stratos keeping everything on one side.
It's like,
But then avoiding the meat.
If you like the right side, screw you, you're not getting any of it.
Yeah, in the EU they call it the kebab. think I have the EU version as well. So it says touch it this size. That's the shark fin right there. Plank's not going to do that. Fresh from the shark. Barely soaked. It's all good. Dip it in hot water. It'll be fine.
Stratos is now on Jambalaya.
Ooh. Gonna use the large knife on a chicken leg. This is one of the only times in the game you actually see a chicken recipe, which is interesting.
Now moving
Shark
on to
sushi, I guess.
This is recipe number 66.
Ooh.
So we are near the home stretch for Plank.
And also near the funny number. The banana foster.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, I do believe that, yep. Seems like Stratos is on this big long line of things to chop for this recipe. Nice, yeah. I love how fast that Plank can click through these things. He's using a mouse and still has really good accuracy while spam clicking. And he is jitter clicking, for anyone wondering. This is not butterfly. His slap.
Bye, rolling pin.
Didn't need that rolling pin, it's fine. Stratos spilling the most amount of rice imaginable into the sink. Having had to clean rice out of a sink before having spilled it, that's, in real life, really messy and awful. It's shocking that, oh my god, it cleaned up that quickly, just in time for us to do it again. Plank's gonna bust the bag again.
Yep, it's off screen too, so we don't get to see what happened to the donut.
Well, it headed straight to the carpeted kitchen floor, of course. All that nasty sugar has now hit the floor. Very raw dough because it wasn't cooked at all. You know how it is.
That is on the tandoori chicken.
Yeah. The only other chicken recipe I know of in this game. I don't think there's that many.
We're on the 2-hour mark.
It's just awful.
Stratos
We've officially hit 2 hours.
Cream of mushroom pasta. Cracking the eggs.
Ooh, the RNG on how many cuts that Plank had to do there. That wasn't nice. So we're gonna watch Plank grate. And that's grating.
Yep, just circles and circles.
Circles until your hands hurt. But he's gonna wait for the bonus. And he got the bonus anyway.
I mean, their hands have been hurting for 2 hours so far.
Oh yeah, they've had to do the most ridiculous things to their hands. That chicken don't look like chicken to me. Well, you know, we've got to sacrifice some things for the hyper-realistic tuna. That's great. It is indeed great. So we're just not going to season the chicken in the slightest.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about it. We just need to throw it up in the air.
You just dump raw, unseasoned chicken directly onto the floor and serve it. We are good. All praise to the hyper-realistic tuna.
Yeah, give it to someone. Give them a heart attack. Doesn't matter.
It's fine. It'll be fine. Salmonella? I don't know her. She got friends? I don't know about it.
On the squid fried soba, I think.
Yeah. Yep, squid fried soba. And Stratos is just now starting the cream of mushroom pasta. I'm learning so much about cooking today. Yeah, step 1, don't have a carpeted kitchen. This will be a nightmare.
This will be an absolute nightmare.
Egg. Yep, step 1, egg. Whatever else happens, it just happens. Another subtle strat that both Stratos and Plank are using when it comes to buttering the pan is they're only doing it in a very small line, because the more you move around the butter, the faster it goes away. But if you don't butter the whole pan, you immediately avoid a bonus. Something I don't try to do at all for some reason.
And now we're on the favorite recipe of the day.
Hyper-realistic banana time! Nice!
Goodness. My goodness. What has this turned into?
Nice.
Stratos on the California roll. I can't take this recipe seriously, honestly.
You just can't. Like, the concept of cooking bananas already is just beyond me. But then with the number that it's on, it's just like, you picked a banana recipe for this.
Yeah, like, out of all the things you could choose, look, it's this.
It's this, of all the things. And then you think back to the meat rolling out with the, limp wrist, because I'm, Oh yay, avocado again. Love avocado. It's such a good recipe. Step.
Yeah, that's the California roll that Stratos is on.
Yeah, we are family friendly, but there must be
thank God that horrible dish is over.
The concept of cooked banana does not sound nice to me. I don't know.
It really does.
It sounds really mushy.
Yeah.
I like teeth hoarders. We are family friendly, but there must be sacrifices. Well,
Right,
gotta get out of your system at some point, right?
The plank is on the Chinese steam bun, which is the 70th recipe, so,
You're right, banana bread is cooked bananas, but, banana fritters sounds nice. Stratos, aren't you supposed to be focusing? Stop typing in chat!
Start chopping those sushi rolls on the ground. Come on, let's chop.
Just throw the knife at it. It'll be fine. Whatever it chops, it chops.
Just throw the knife at the window, and then Mama just dodges it.
Oh yeah, she catches it for you and washes it and makes you redo it. If you hit back on a recipe, you have to do it from scratch. Like, immediately destroying all of the dough. Stratos' taste. Yeah, that's true.
It's like throwing the knife and Mama says, "I like your cut, G."
She hates the cuts. We're doing everything wrong. So Stratos is doing chocolate now. You might remember from before the run started when Stratos was drawing things on the chocolate. It was kind of cute. More slap. Ew, Sushi, you don't like raw fish? K-Tap? So does the chat have their favorite recipes throughout the game that they've seen so far?
There's too many to choose from.
And I mean other than Banana Foster before anyone says that. Aw, yeah, got you, didn't I? You were halfway through typing it, I know you were. How many recipes are there? There's 80 in total. There's 8 per page, and there's 10 pages.
And Stratos wrote a message called GG.
Of course. K-Tap doesn't like sushi or rice? Huh. Well, that's interesting. I sure hope she didn't draw anything like she did with the churros. She wrote GG.
So, like finishing up the Chinese steamed bun.
How many does he have left? He's on pancakes now.
He has 10 left exactly.
Ooh.
And
yeah, he might world record this actually. I'm just now looking at his time. He's very good time right now.
It depends if he
bust up the pancakes.
It depends if he gets bonuses or not.
Yeah, the bonuses are really gonna make or break this world record for him if he gets it.
Okay. Alright, he's on the last one of page 9.
Uh-huh. And then it'll be on the last page and it will be literally 8 more to go.
Yep.
Stratos is on Korean pancakes. Stratos has spilled the pancakes.
How could you?
How could you do this to our Korean pancakes?
Pancake was so young, how could you? Oh, not the pancake!
No! Stratos, how are you? You're tearing this chat apart. How are we gonna feed the chat now?
Uncultured swine.
Plank is really good at clicking the sesame buns. Because you gotta click it and then you gotta spin it. And you gotta do it really, really fast. Oh, the chat's crying because we can't feed them. Oh, everyone in YouTube, but you don't, K-Tap?
Don't worry, all you will get a head pat.
Oh. Well, chat, I guess we're starving. Runners can't make food. Mama spent all this money on these nice recipes to teach us how to cook, and we can't
How
even use them.
how about this? At the end of this all recipes race, all you guys will get unlimited food.
Yep, it's just food for everyone. You get to eat all 80 recipes, regardless of what's in them. Please enjoy your please enjoy your salmonella. We worked very hard on it. Yes, it's time for a second dinner. A head pat doesn't solve world hunger, sir. What are you gonna say to that crossover?
I don't know what to say.
You're not gonna solve world hunger? That's kind of cringe. What kind of commentator are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't read the question correctly.
Oh, you're all right. What kind of commentator doesn't end world hunger? Am I right, guys? You don't want this food burnt and undercooked all at once. Aw. Typically, you get goes instead. That's neat.
Well, both of them on
Both
the
grading.
grind.
Yep, on the grind for grading, because that hurts you very badly. Floor churros, raw funny sandwich that I can't pronounce, and apple pies and more. Yeah, you either burn the pie is raw. I've never seen anyone actually cook it correctly.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, it's just only the gold runners are cooking these things correctly. It's very funny.
There's not many gold runners.
Yeah, it's just like me and Nat7, who's hasn't run in a while. He has the world record, and I haven't taken it off him recently. But he and I were kind of passing it back and forth.
Doing the same strategy.
You just tap it really fast, which is kind of hard to do on console.
Like for emulator, you can just jitter click.
Coordinates was going to do a Let's Cook speedrun, and then the game froze. Yeah, that can kind of happen sometimes. But it is worth just, picking yourself up and trying again. Speedrunning it doesn't have to be on leaderboard. Sometimes it's just what you do. Nag said his video's gone? What? Did he delete it? That can't be right.
We'll solve that problem.
He's got a 349. You can't get rid of that.
Solve that problem later.
Yeah.
For now, let's just
yeah.
We'll see what happens when there's a blank plate.
You're right, his video's gone. That's weird. So Plank is currently paused for a bonus because he wants to avoid it.
And
there he goes.
just get a bonus here.
Yep, Stratos does get a present.
I've given you a gift.
The gift of not fast enough.
Yep. The gift of a gift of too fast.
You did it too fast, and now you have to stop. Are there also silver speedruns? I imagine that having the right amount of corner cutting and recipes can do hard. There isn't actually any silver runs because some recipes don't let you get a silver at all. Some things it's either you do it right or you don't. For instance, this one that Stratos is on right now, there's no way to really silver that. You either do it right or you simply don't do it at all. Mama said, please breathe. Yes, please rest your wrists. When Magnus starts his speedruns for this, and he starts his streams, the streams are actually called Arthritis Simulator, and I feel like that's very accurate.
It's very accurate for emulator.
Stratos with the grinding on that's very good. Even though she got a bonus, it is very, very fast grinding, which is nice.
The Plank moving on to Scone with 74 out of 80.
And he's got to be careful about those bonuses, because he's got 1 star left, so he has to sit through one.
Definitely needs to avoid it here.
Yeah, because this is a bad place to end up with one at the very last second, and he's very close to world record. He's on extremely good pace.
He's on sub 230 at least.
Yeah. Mama said, please stop, the whole country is out of ingredients. Oh. Stratos is, what is Stratos on? Doing ground pork.
Believe?
I look away for a second and she's doing very, very well. Oh, I know that texture. It can normally just tell which one she's on based on the texture of the, kneading ingredients. Oh, got a bonus.
I'm not exactly sure.
We'll see it in a minute anyway.
I think it's a pork dumpling.
Yeah, it is. It's a pork dumpling. Is she gonna get the whole thing in one Oh, almost.
Almost the entire.
Almost the whole thing. So good news, chat. You get 2 dumplings.
Hey.
Dumplings. I mean, whole is kind of a well. You get 2 dumplings. You have 2 of them. Enjoy. Plus the one that Plank gave you. And a dumpling without filling. Yeah, it's just like a little bit. It's enough. You'll be fine. See, there's the one right there.
So.
There's the one right there. Alright, time to not cook anything at all. Those scones are literally just dough. Between all of us? Yeah, between all of you. Just, just take a bite. It'll be fine. Oh, Stratos just got Santa. Santa, hello?
Santa, is that you?
Santa, what are you doing here in Mom? How did Mama fit him in there? What's that one song about seeing Mom? There's you know the one.
We'll think about it later. We'll think about it.
Yeah, there's that one song about Mom and Santa.
Oh no, let's not talk about that.
Santa, it's January. Trouble. So he's just been in that box since December. She forgot about him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I saw Mom kissing Santa Claus. Yeah, that one.
I don't know what to say about that.
Well, you know.
Is now 5 recipes away.
I can't believe she locked him in that box and didn't even poke any air holes. He's been in there since December.
Yeah, but no air holes. How are you able to breathe? You got an oxygen tank in there?
He's just in there, you know? Should I give Mama a Santa hat? After the run, yes.
After she doesn't deserve it right now, but after, yes.
Please don't pause your run just so you can give her a Santa hat. It would be worth it, but don't.
Please, just after the run, don't.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. That's why Santa's in the box. It's to atone for his sins. Stratos is now on shark fin soup, and we're once again not condoning shark finning. Oh, you accidentally backed out? No!
No.
Yeah, that kind of happens sometimes. Blank on really good grading.
Waiting for the bonus to pass.
Of course. Oh, they both got bronze medals at the same time, but it said different things for each one. Plank said not so bad, and Stratos has said try again. Yeah, that might be a slight difference in translation between the US and EU version, because I believe Plank uses the US version.
Yeah.
Just a quick reminder in chat, if you would like to join the Cooking Mama Speedrun Discord, just type !CM2AR into the chat, and you will see a link to the invite. Just like that. Just click that and join, and you'll be able to have a chat with us later after the race.
If you have any questions based on the recipes, let us know.
Yep, if you have any questions so far about the race, anything about the run, the certain strats, we've got them.
I think he's now on 77 out of 80.
Yeah, we are not far away. He is on an excellent pace for a new world record.
He's on the quiche.
He is. Run is dead, time for hat. Stratos, get back to your run!
Keep going, you got this.
You got this, you can finish. I don't know what Stratos' PB is, but I think she's on PB pace.
I hope so.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Stratos, no. Did you know that if you put garlic in the choppy thing too long, it becomes a paste? Yeah. Sometimes it's just
Stratos doesn't currently have a PB on the board yet, but I think it's like a 257.
Yeah. Aw, Stratos, chat believes in you. Don't you feel so special? I believe just by default we believe in Plank. Go, Stratos, go! Look at you go with your one single bonus star. Also, go, Plank, go!
Oh,
Plank, you got this. We believe in you. Oh no! No! What are you doing? Trying so hard to get. To be fair, I don't know how that Santa hat works. What are you doing? Isn't that in the Mama's outfit tab? Oh. Oh, pink apron. Mama's accessory tab, right? Yeah.
Going. There we
You
go.
gotta feed the chat. Come on, Stratos, you gotta feed the chat. They're getting hungry. They're getting ravenous. Stratos really iconic. Stop to give Mama a Santa hat, and we actually don't have access to the top of the screen, so we can't see it anyway. Actually, if you type !R into the chat, you will get a link to the runner's current streams, and you could probably actually, let me see.
There's also one for commentary.
Yep, it looks like it looks like she couldn't find a Santa hat, but Mama is wearing a pink apron in Stratos' stream. Yeah, I couldn't find the hat. It's all good.
That's probably why. Okay.
Look at Plank making you guys such a nice quiche, and then spilling the last one for you.
And the last one's just like, it's a bit of an overflow, but shouldn't be that much of a problem.
Yeah, just scrape it out. You got a spoon. You have no choice but to stand, honestly. Or just serving, yeah.
Oh, we'll get a bonus here. That's.
Yeah. And sometimes you just gotta.
It might kill the record for Plank, but he'll probably get a sub 230.
Oh, he'll get a sub 230 easy. He's like on the last two. Before he has to do Mama's Lunchbox. And Mama's Lunchbox, if you didn't know, is only going to be one single frame of Plank hitting finished. And then that's it. Recipe is like done. The game is done.
Yep.
When does one make katsu? As that is what I'm eating. I'm not sure that's in this game.
I was finishing the donut.
Oh, did you guys see the pineapple?
Oh yeah, that is
3D modeled pineapple. Entirely.
That is a big pineapple.
Just huge 3D modeled pineapple. We have all the angles we could ever want. This looks like Stratos is on tandoori chicken. Very good. And don't worry, guys. Mama's gonna redo these recipes for you, so you still have food, but it's gonna be really funny because we're not gonna serve those. We're just gonna serve what the runners are making. Modern graphics, yes, of course. Like, when could the PS5 ever? There goes Plank throwing every piece of meat bar 1 into the Stratosphere, so enjoy your one piece of meat, chat. Stratos with an excellent grading.
Saying like PS2 wasn't the best console, the DS was.
Yeah, you didn't need any of these other fancy graphics. The DS has it all. Hyper Real Luna, pineapple that's too big for the screen. What more could you ask for, really?
Exactly.
Can I eat the box of Mama's Lunchbox? I mean, you can try. It'll be really funny. You're only allowed to do it on stream where other people can laugh, so yes.
I mean, if you want to bust your teeth, then sure.
Hey, I'm not gonna stop you. You're an adult, I think.
True.
No, wait, you're not.
I hope so. Oh.
I think Monster isn't an adult.
We'll pretend you are.
Yeah, it'll be fine. You got plenty. Teeth grow back. It'll be alright.
Yeah.
We catch the meat, they throw with our teeth like hungry dogs. Yeah. Imagining this happening in a real kitchen and chat's just standing by, ready to catch whatever gets thrown off screen. Like ravenous animals.
Like someone in the back, like when Mama dodges the food and then you just grab it off right before it hits the floor.
Yeah. Pokey Got 11 says they did research for us. Pork katsu
we're
or
on
tonkatsu?
79.
Yeah. Or tonkatsu is made in the iOS or Android Cooking Mama. That's neat. Yeah, well, sir, it's fine. Your teeth will grow back. You can eat the box. I'm not gonna stop you. I would be laying on the floor to catch all the spilled food. Oh yeah, that's just optimal.
Keema curry and chapati.
Stratos, you can find the head after the timer stops. We'll give you time, don't worry. Also focus on your rhyme. Oh,
Stratos, go! Stratos, go!
Plank is on really good pace. Get that record. You have 2 minutes.
Yeah, but there's a lot of cutting you need to do.
Yeah, just don't get a bonus. Reminder that the record Plank holds right now is 2 hours, 25 minutes, and 1 second. So if he gets it past or before that, he's got an automatic world record. Stand under the bowl as the egg misses and swallow it whole.
If he finishes this recipe within like the next minute and 10 seconds, he should be on the pace.
Oh, what recipe are we on for Stratos?
Oh my goodness, no.
Nice.
No. My God.
It's so funny because this recipe kind of sucks for me. I think that the banana peeling is extremely unresponsive. You better beat it by more than 30 seconds.
Makes it so bad.
It's just, you're just forced to stare at a banana for longer than you would like to. Nice. You better beat it by more than 30 seconds since he said that's maxed. Yeah, I mean, with the current strats, but there's always new strats to find. We really need Gordon Ramsay to play this game. He would hate it. He would hate it so much. I can't wait to beat Gordon Ramsay in hand-to-hand combat during an all-gold run. Since, you know, he's the final boss and all. Spoilers for the credits, by the way.
Yeah, he's the final boss.
Yeah, he is. You gotta pick your weapon, and it's just your favorite utensil. If you use anything but, like, small knife, you lose.
Looks
so
like
Plank's gonna burn this. Yeah, he's almost done. He's gonna burn this.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I don't think Plank is going to be on the... He said he wanted.
The screen flashed for like a second to a different recipe, like beforehand, and I thought for one horrible second Plank had save stated.
And time coming up.
And time?
Boom.
There we go.
4 seconds off.
Yep, just 4 seconds off. That would have been excellent. Don't worry, Plank, we'll forgive you someday.
There you go. I put done on his screen, so...
Yep. Ah well, Plank, you'll get it next time. This is intoxication percent. Well, we made it clear there is 0 alcohol in this game. Hey, Plank, in the chat now.
Come on, Stratos, you got this.
Come on, Stratos, you got this. Oh, you were a full minute behind in the middle of the run? Oh, nice comeback, though. If you manage to make up that minute, the next time you run, you'll be like a whole minute, like, in the clear.
See what happens on the next run, because Plank is moving on to the finals.
Yeah, Plank is moving on to the finals. We haven't decided a date on the finals, but the run after this will be on the 17th.
Yeah,
right?
Which is tomorrow around the same time as... actually, no, 2 p.m.
Yes, 2 p.m. Eastern.
It will be on some sort of SpeedGaming channel.
You'll figure out which one it is by then, I'm sure. It'll be heavily advertised in the Cooking Mama Discord, which, again, I will type out is !CM2AR to get a link to the invite.
If you want to check out the runners, !R.
And if you'd like to check crossover out, it's !C. Crossover, did you get a new mic? Plank's asking.
Yes.
Oh, good. I need a new mic. Mine sounds kind of weird.
I think my old mic used to be very bad.
Ah, fair. Hey, it happens like that sometimes.
So Stratos has 10 recipes left.
Which is not bad at all. So, Plank, anything you want to talk about during your run? Anyone have any questions for Plank now that he's free to openly answer a few in chat and he's not going to distract himself? Aw, you didn't have lockdown? I noticed you told me to do lockdown the other day, but I didn't, but I noticed you had, and this time your window is moving around a little.
We did it!
So, Plank, where do you think some of your areas of improvement would have been? A lot of mistakes everywhere. It happens. It's Cooking Mama. RNG is,
Don't worry.
you know, not the best, but sometimes it's just your own actions, and that's okay.
Yeah.
To be a good runner, sometimes things have to be your fault.
And sometimes you just make mistakes by complete accident.
It happens. And I would like to think that your mistakes happen by accident. Although in this particular category... Plank, great job. Was fun looking at both of your runs. What's your favorite part of the game, Plank? Honestly, I stand by it. Mama Lunchbox is my favorite part of the game because it's just so nice that you get to make Mama a nice lunchbox for all of the food she helped you make. It's cute. If you're playing it normally. It's not so cute afterwards because then you're just filling a box with things you had to make for you. Yeah, Plank, it looks like everyone's interested in your favorite recipe. Just not getting bonuses accidentally is something I need to improve on, and his favorite part of the game is making Mama upset. His favorite recipe is popcorn. That's cute. What about you, Crossover, now that we're seeing the game this much?
Yep.
Still on popcorn for your favorite?
Don't worry.
It's mainly just Cinderella popcorn and the strawberry roll cake.
Ah, yeah, I think the animation for messing it up when you're rolling it is very nice. And when Stratos is finished, we can ask what her favorite recipe is, because I don't want you to get into the chat, Stratos. Stop it. I know you're thinking about it, don't you dare. You have a run to finish.
You need to focus.
Chop those onions.
Let's go.
Get
Let's
those
go.
nettles. Let's go. You got this, Stratos. Chop the mozzarella.
Stratos is on the last page.
Stratos, you're in the chat. What's for dinner? Plank says popcorn.
I mean, it's not really a good option, but like...
Well, sometimes it's what you got. And sometimes when we've given everything else in the kitchen salmonella and listeria, it's, you know...
You're saving that ultra special recipe for dinner with Mama.
Yeah. The part where you just put all the things she made into a box.
Yeah.
You like Cooking Mama 1, huh? Stratos, you still have a recipe to finish. No chat.
You have 8. You have 8 recipes.
Get a PB, Strat, you can do it. You're only at 2:30.
Don't worry. Mama will fix this.
She will fix this. Hey, hit the... I'm watching you type. I know that you're taking breaks. messing with the temperature status. I love doing that. It makes such a hilarious noise.
And Stratos is like, you want to see some real speed?
It takes a half a second break to hit the continue button because you're typing in chat. I have no prior PB, so I always PB. That's the only way to play. If you've ever played the game before, I think that's cheating. Stop typing, Stratos. You have a run to do. Oh, you got a bonus. Well, you know. I mean, I'm aware that she's doing it on DS and is using her styles. Tap the screen, Stratos. Want a PB with a Santa hat, that is true. This game makes me wonder what Papa's profession is. Is there a Papa in any of the Cooking Mama games? Yes, actually, there's a whole family in the cast. You just never see them because we're too busy ignoring all of them. In this game in particular, there is a separate game mode for the dinner with friends, but I've never played it.
They're too busy eating something else that's actually healthy.
They ordered Chinese. They're just not in the mood.
They're actually having like a whole entire meal of all 80 of the actual recipes done right.
Yeah, my mama had to make it for us anyway. It's just all for practice. Find out where the Santa hat is placed. Shouldn't it be in the, it should be in Mama Accessories tab. Did you even go through that? Because you went through the Mama's Outfit tab, and Mama's Accessories is right next to it. Is that an ethical use of mod powers to time out Strato from chat? I don't know.
Oh, exactly.
However, you do need to focus on your run, Stratos.
We did it.
To be fair, I don't think...
No, stop typing, go!
Stop typing, we can see you pause! Oh, you got a bonus present! I don't think, honestly, leaving Stratos in the chat would stop her power. She would just become too powerful. She would world record this by 2 hours if you just paused it.
Oh!
I don't think the Santa hat is an accessory, it's more like a thing they give you. I think so too. It would be cool though to give her a Santa hat. She is wearing a pink apron though, which is different. Stratos did change the apron color. Chat's bullying Stratos for being in the chat. Yes, bust the butter. Let's go. Yes! Tap the butter. Didn't need that butter anyway. Aw, little smiley face from Stratos. Now if only you could smiley face your PB. I feel like there would be a way to do that part faster. I don't know why I think that there would be a way to, like, move the bowl differently and, like, I don't know, spill it and get it done faster. I don't know. It feels like you could. Whoa, I'm not sure Mama approves of that comment. Yeah. Tease. So, Plank, why don't you, like, write something on the chocolate and have a good time? I think we should see what Plank should write.
I'm sure Mama approves of the comments.
Nah, I think she knows that you mean it affectionately. Oh, Stratos with another bonus. At this point in time, you often don't skip as many bonuses as you typically would because it's just, you want the run over. I mean, 2.5 hours of just listening to the piano loop is not the most. Let's check the diary. Oh,
The piano will be stuck in your head for the next 5 hours.
it happens. It's just, the piano plays in my head non-stop. It's like elevator music up there. You're checking the diary! What are you doing? You really saved the scones in the diary, didn't you? Stratos! Stratos is just flexing that she's actually seen other parts of the game and we haven't. I'll hear the piano in my nightmares. You know, if you're already hearing it in your nightmares, you may as well just do a gold run. I mean, it can't affect you any worse than that. Ah, they're coming meshy, I believe.
Stratos is like, I'm too special for this.
Stratos is holding us hostage.
Oh my god.
Just pauses in the Mama lunchbox and refuses to end this timer. Just like, hold on guys, I gotta take a long glass of water. Let's cook run when. There is a whole, category for that, I believe. But, of course, you would know that if you hit !CM to AR and join the Discord, and would be able to speak with the runners of cook-offs, or even become one of them yourself, which I do recommend.
I do recommend as well.
Absolutely join and become a speedrunner yourself. Aw, bye! Bye, girl. Girla? Yeah, Girla.
Goodbye, meat.
Don't test her, she's made of spite and cheat. She would do this. She would just pause on the lunchbox and not hit the timer. Messing with the temperature gauge. You can't tell if it's burned, you can't tell if it's overcooked. All you know is there's no mushrooms in it. It's perfect for me.
Stratos with 5 recipes left to go.
Yep, only 5. It shows us 4, but you know better. We need more cook-off runners. Pick that game. Yeah, you're right, Wolster. I think we just need more runners in general. Because, I mean, it's worth it to do. You feel really proud of yourself getting to the end of such a long list of recipes and as fast as these two are doing it. It's just a good feeling to be able to beat a game that, like, if you played it as a kid, it would hurt to have to do these. I used to play this game, so... game was difficult when I was like 10. So it's nice to go back to a game that you've played in the past and be able to do it faster than you ever thought you would have.
Like, Cookie Mom was like a good series to run games, but at the same time, it's like the same thing over and over again for all
It is. But it's kind of like a puzzle game, introducing you to new concepts and making you use them on the spot, and then combining them in fun ways.
Yeah.
There's like 3 different ways to dice and grind and like grate the same bit of garlic in this game. What's the quickest category in this or any other Cookie Mama games, and what time approximately? I do believe if you want like more than one recipe to do, New Game Plus for 5 recipes is 1:48. But if you're looking for, the fastest meme run, we have Burger Pie, which is only 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Pretty impressive that New Game Plus 5 recipes is only a minute behind one whole recipe.
And 5 recipes, New Game Plus is ridiculously.
It's just so fast. It's just Cinderella. It's it's just all the like top 5 shortest recipes in the game that are like 1 or 2 steps each.
Yeah, you got popcorn. Really does not take that much time. It's like 5 seconds, and then you're just done with the recipe.
Yeah. I don't know what the recipes they actually used for the New Game Plus 5 recipes are, but it's just like all the ones that are just like 1 or 2. Plank, can you check where hats are? Stratos! No one uses the accessory. No. We've only played this game in like 1. Oh yeah, 9% is faster. We have a glitch run that is kind of unofficial, but we still have it, where if you go through, there's a specific recipe where just swapping between the menu screens really fast will glitch it out, and you'll end up with a nun recipe.
Yeah, it's basically a very interesting glitch.
Yeah. There is a Wikipedia page for the nun recipe on the Cooking Mama fandom wiki. Yes, at least 2 pages of recipes are required before performing this glitch, which is already obtained at the start of the game. Accessed quickly by selecting back on the step select screen, and after transitioning to the recipe menu by repeatedly tapping the right scrolling part, the top portion of the page should slide to reveal an empty field usually reserved for future recipes. Yeah. Interestingly, it's got a lot of steps, but if you click any of them, it soft locks and freezes the game. If there's toilet minigames with no visible icon for each step, selecting any one of the steps will soft lock the game, making it unable to load the minigame and preventing you from progressing any further until the game is reset. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Is there a nun with left beef? Well, there are 20 chopped it ups. One of them is beef. So yeah. The 5 recipe route, according to Willster, is the Mama Lunchbox, hot cake, popcorn, fruit juice, and ice cream. Which is, yeah, that's basically all the shortest ones. But yeah, it basically goes in order of like Nun and 5 recipes new game as like the easiest ones to do to all gold, which is the most punishing one to have to do. But it's worth it. I do recommend golding your game.
Just ask the person who did it in the first place. Oh wait, you can't.
Yeah, she left the Discord. So don't join for Jaden, please. But you should join anyway. CM2AR. And there's your Discord link if you'd like to come join.
If you want to check out the other people who are in this, you check out the commentators. You can also check out the runners.
So, Hey Plank, why don't you do a couple of filler recipes while we're waiting?
Why not? You've been done for over 15 minutes now, so.
Yeah, you can just play around with some of your funny new strats. You can draw something on a chocolate, maybe do a lunchbox properly. Find hat according to Stratos, who should be focusing on her run. Do not choose to 1040. Don't do it. Nice. Did Plank get record? No, he missed it by 4 seconds. But apparently for most of the run he was a whole minute behind, so it's not a it's not bad at all. That you actually managed, like, this time so close. If you just cleans up that minute's worth of mistakes, you've got to do 24. Easy. Or choose 23 even.
Shadows got 2 bonuses.
Whoop, whoopsies. 4 seconds on a 2.5 hour run, so close. Yeah, it's painfully close. I hope he gets back to it. Although, you might actually get a world record on his finals, you never know.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I'm here for commentary, not commentary, but like just to hang out, like an interview or whatever.
Yeah, we can interview.
Alright, word.
So, your final comments on your whole run, Plank?
It started off really bad. Let me check my splits.
We're gonna check out your splits.
By recipe 57, I was basically a whole minute behind, but then by the end, I saved more and more time. So I was only.
Stratos, we're not even.
Sorry.
Stratos, I don't know how to tell you this. We're not even sure if you have a hat. I don't
You
know how
probably
many scissors
don't.
Unless
you get a bonus present.
Well, the whole joke here was that earlier Stratos had gotten a bonus present with Santa in it, just like a whole Santa. So we think that she might have a Santa hat, but we're not sure. And she actually paused what she was doing for a minute ago to specifically go look for the hat and put it on Mama. She changed the apron, but couldn't find the hat. Popcorn IL is literally pressing the button on the very first frame you can. Well, dude, there's still his mom in the lunchbox.
Yeah, fun fact. Popcorn and the bento box are the only ILs you can actually have a tie-in.
Which is very cool. I would think it'd be funny if you could find a way to do it even just like half a frame faster. Nice grading Plank, says Fire. You had some really good grading today.
Don't worry.
And Plank, what are some things that you could possibly improve on your next run?
Well, first of all, I'll make sure I actually have the lockdown mode turned on. The countdown started like I wasn't ready for it kind of just happened, so I didn't really have any time to prepare anything, but that's my fault. But next time I have the lockdown on, because when I try and readjust the window, the game freezes. It doesn't continue to run until I let go of the window adjustment. So, also a lot of time there, probably like 5 seconds maybe.
Yeah, fair enough. I usually have mine on like a full screen regardless, so I don't really think about lockdown mode. So Santa hat isn't a thing, but you can get a monocle? Don't tell her that, she's gonna do it. Stratos, don't actually pause your run to go get the monocle. Don't do it.
He's on the last official recipe.
Stratos, no. See you saying heck yeah in the chat, focus. You have this one and then one more. Plank Boy on Twitter, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, go follow Plank Boy on Twitter. And also, go follow his Twitch. You know you want
actually,
to.
yeah, I'm gonna stream some stuff afterwards. So,
Yeah, you want to follow his Twitch so bad. You want to do that, Chad, don't you?
He's gonna speedrun Putt saves the zoo.
Nah, that's not on my list anymore, man. I'm only less than a second away from Tess, so I can't run that game.
He can't do such a sophisticated game like that. It's just too much.
I legit cannot improve my time on that game anymore. So yeah, I'm done.
Can't handle the zoo.
Yeah.
Fully optimized putt saves now. It's entirely frame perfect strats only. Oh, you're messing around with your menu there, Plank.
Am I?
You stopped on the tempura.
I was doing that subconsciously.
Well, that's fine. Big respect for it. Looks like Stratos is about to finish soon. Yep, just 3 more steps. Get that garlic. Mince it. Yes.
By the way, Pink, like moving forward, like, are you planning on doing like an all gold medals run just like in the future?
I think he has a bit of respect for himself.
No.
Okay. It was just an honest question, man. I respect your answer.
All right. So, Plank, real quick question for you.
Yes.
1916 when? On your bona fide.
Yeah. That's my answer.
Yes, of course. Playing just beat the task.
That is my answer.
And one more question for you. What was your favorite recipe to complete?
Popcorn.
Okay,
Amazing.
true. The popcorn aisle is it's definitely a
Aw.
treasure.
Stratus is drawing hard, so that's adorable.
And Stratos is actually almost done. She's on the last one of 79.
Yep. And that's it. Once she's done this one, then it's just the normal lunchbox. No, Stratos. Do not complete the monocle. Do not.
No.
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 Stratos.
You know, why get a legitimate PB when you can, just edit you can customize your
You
smile.
customize Mama, why not? Oh, cat ears. No. No.
No.
No. Oh, I thought you were gonna clear data. Endless chaos. It's in the accessories tab on the top right.
This is just shameful.
Oh, it's not. That's weird. How could you do that?
Well, back to the run, I guess.
How could you do that?
This is just because.
Strata! You changed the counter color. No.
Well, we needed sub 250. Come on.
Purple.
This isn't Oh, she's on the bento box?
Yeah, she's on the bento box. She paused just to go find the cat ears.
No, do the sub 250. Come on.
You got this. No.
Oh.
No. You're tired.
What are you doing?
Donuts.
What are you doing? This isn't a speedrun anymore.
Wait, cat ears. There they are.
This is just a meme
You put
thing.
the cat ears on the
Yeah.
Oh my god. Donut cat ears.
Stratos, I'm gonna start making tree memes again, I swear.
Stratos.
I'm gonna bring back the tree memes, please, just continue.
Catboy donuts, no.
Yeah, that's what I thought, thank you. Thank you.
Stratos is truly the ultimate people pleaser.
And time. Nope, not yet. Wait. Oh.
Wait, we have one more thing. There we go, and time.
That's a 250.29.
Yep,
There you go.
250.29.
Yeah.
Didn't hit the timer, but that's okay. Stratos, that was a harrowing experience. Thank you.
I don't know if I'm gonna allow this on the leaderboard.
I think this disqualifies you. Just on the grounds of it.
I can't believe I just witnessed that happen.
This is. Oh wow.
Of course you will. Of course. you
Oh,
will,
Alexis, we.
It
Alexis,
was just a normal ritual.
This is. I mean, that's just now officially got to be part of the rules. You can't beat the Mama Lunchbox until you have cat ears. Cat ear donuts. That was an experience.
Well, that's gonna do it for us.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching the Cooking Mama 2 Dinner with Friends tournament. This was a semifinals match between Stratosfire and Plank. Thank you, Little King.
Oh, thank you as well. Cross over.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for whatever channel it's going to be broadcasted on for Hella Magnus versus Runaway in the semifinals match 2.
And this will decide who the second runner for the finals is.
All right,
Who
so
will be racing against Plank.
see you guys next time, and peace.
Anything
Let's go.
final to say? Oh, there's a Santa.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Cat ear Santa.
Yay.
No. Yep. Have a great day.